Welcome back to another episode of the Scale of Fate. Uh, Previously with your guys' party. After the intense battle you had against the augmented Red Dragon and the Svartstagian army, you all found yourselves the next morning surprisingly rejuvenated and refreshed from whatever night's sleep you had, discovering there was some magical essence in the air that had seemed to heal everyone as if they never were injured at all. Wow, that was the quickest announcement update for this channel ever.
Too, yeah.
Holy shit. And after doing a little bit of investigating, you discovered that Callista, the three-headed dragonborn, was the one behind this magic, as well as offering you all essentially a bounty to go and kill this, as she described them, a tempest elf of sorts. And the only thing you need to do for her is bring back the head of this elf, as she wants to poke around in it and see what she can learn from it. And as you all traveled, noticing towards the north, loud noises to the northern direction of Woodell, while your last night, just before you arrive to the city or town, you notice a storm beginning to brew over the town. So,
completely unrelated, but you know how dope it would be to have like a beer called Storm Brew?
it's gotta have like a shocky feel to it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll just put like sour liqueur. Wait, I gotta text my sister that she's a brewer.
It's gotta be extremely carbonated, so it gives that fizzy feel. Yes, do that. If that happens, you have to get us all a bottle of this shit.
I would love to get a beer made by her because she comes up with like the flavors and
Yo, if
sometimes.
if she makes a beer, can we all get our icons put on the beer?
That would be sick.
Can we get the con symbol put on the beer somewhere?
I don't think she's got like that much pull.
Damn it. Worth a shot. Anyways. So it is the next morning. You guys all awaken. Finding the storm ahead of you is still turning as you hear rumbling in the sky above. Dark clouds.
Pause. It's your birthday?
Yeah, I'm old as shit.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Merry
birthday.
birthdays.
Yeah.
Merry birthmas.
Merry-
I'm gonna start using that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
How old are you now?
24. I'm old as fuck.
God damn, you old as shit.
What
Okay,
the fuck? No,
I can't talk. I'm about to be 24.
Hey, there's someone else that's close to my age. Fuck you.
Old head.
I'm old. I'm old, man.
But you all awake the next
Going
morning.
gray.
Finding the storm that you had witnessed the night before seems to have grown slightly. The dark clouds almost seeming to try to ward you away from them, as they seem to suggest that something is brewing in the distance.
So are we approaching the storm, or is
You
the
are
storm
approaching the storm.
approaching
The storm
us?
is sitting over Woodell at the moment.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure.
As you
Make
all
sure I
kind
had
of
a
like get up
correct
and
understanding.
start moving about, Kellic is tending to Doug, the horse. The OG man.
I can't wait until Doug unpolymorphs and he's actually the BBEG.
He's actually the big bad. Doug has been the evil one all
Tyler's
along.
like, no, that would be insane. Write that down.
I'm actually making a note right now. Not for the big bad thing, but for something else.
I want Doug to be a human again and just be like, hey, you guys are kind of rough on me. It's kind of rude.
I think you guys
He's just a regular ass human.
You guys have been tending to him quite well. You just push him a lot because he has to take you everywhere. But as you all are gathering yourselves for the morning, is there any interactions you want to do?
Hey, are we heading into that storm? I just need to
You
know.
are heading to the storm. Yes.
Oh, I was
Somebody wanna
talking
make
to
an
the party
Arcana check?
members.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
somebody want to make an Arcana
Also,
check
as a
to
note,
see if that
I can.
storm is
as a
being
note,
magically
real
made?
quick, you guys
We
have
did already,
seen.
I thought.
Have you guys played
Oh, we did?
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time? I gotta ask.
Yes, I never
you,
finished
You know
it.
the
No.
storm when you're an adult that goes above Hyrule Castle? That just kind of
Yes.
spit. That's the storm.
It's calamity.
It's just kind of this circling cloud. But
All right,
continue your-
meteorologist druid time.
You can roll a
I'm
nature
kidding, I
check.
can't do that. Oh, I can?
Winning
Yeah.
clutch.
Ooh, we're starting off with the metal dice. You said nature?
Yeah,
God
nature.
damn it. All right, my nature fucking sucks. All right, that's a 13. I'll take it.
And your question was, are you going into the storm?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out like if that's the direction we're headed.
So
And,
it's definitely the direction you're headed. You can tell that much.
Cool.
You can
Anyone
also
bring
tell
ponchos?
this storm is different from most you've seen. It doesn't seem as you can kind of tell. There's not like a whole lot of wind that's coming with it. It's just kind of circling above the town ahead of you.
I lick my finger and just go, "Yep, no wind. That's weird."
Like it's as much wind as you'd expect in like grasslands. Like there's wind. It's just not like hurricane force winds. You do also notice that there is quite a bit of lightning that seems to be shooting through the clouds, but none of it is leaving the clouds and shooting down to the ground.
So, are we talking about like humidity lightning or like?
You mean heat lightning? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I always call it humidity lightning, but I don't think that's the right word for it.
You'd be able to tell it's not that because that doesn't make any noise. There's a lot of rumbling from these clouds.
Huh.
And just none of it is striking down and like hitting the ground at all. It is keeping its energy within the clouds themselves.
Okay, this is kind of a weird question, but you know how sometimes clouds, when they're low enough in the sky, they have a flat bottom because of air pressure?
Yes.
Can I fly up that high, or is that a little too high?
There would be a series of rolls you would have to make to get to that point.
Okay, never mind.
Because that's
Pretty
like
high, but I was like,
birds don't even get to that point. So
I know they don't. That's why I was wondering.
like by that point, like you'd be rolling a check to see if you could keep stable on thinner air. You would be rolling a check to see if like you would get winded due to the lack of air. You would be also rolling a check to see if you started getting cold. It's just a number of things.
Interesting.
But Kellic is preparing the cart. Jabbers is sitting in the back, kind of eyeing this storm, holding his loot very close to him.
I don't know if y'all have ponchos packed. I don't either, but I feel like. Can we see rain? Is there rain or no? Is it just like a thunderstorm?
It just seems to be a thunderstorm without like there's no rain coming from the clouds. It is just the clouds and the lightning.
Listen, I'm no meteorologist druid. That's probably not normal.
I would have to agree with you. And this is Jabbers talking.
Man, why does trouble always have to brew at the wrong time?
That seems the only thing that we seem to get ourselves into.
Also, my sister said I'll keep it in mind when I told her about the beer idea.
Write that down.
Y'all are welcome.
Yes. If it's made, you have to get us some.
I have to go travel up to the mountains and get it because I don't think it's sold near me.
Easy. I will come pick you up if we have to do this. We will make a road trip out of this shit.
Grand opening.
Yes.
Make a speech.
I will take.
Yeah, so I was playing
I
D&D.
will take.
Cut the
I
ribbon.
will take work off for this shit.
I don't have too much PTO, so I don't know if I can do that.
I got 2 weeks at worth, so I could do it for like maybe a day or two.
I have like 6 days.
Damn, your job really cheating you out of vacation.
That's because I'm new.
Oh, I had 2 weeks starting. What the fuck?
I had 64 hours, so that's like I don't know how many, 8 days, so it's like about 2 weeks. Anyway,
All right. Anyway.
so that storm,
Yeah, that storm.
boy, this weather's crazy.
Yeah, this weather's wild.
We should approach the storm.
Okay. So you all gather up within the cart, preparing yourself whatever is to come as you begin to travel. Perception check, somebody. And if someone wants to aid them, give them advantage, or someone else can roll as well.
I have a +3. I don't know what y'all's perception is.
I have a +1, so you can get advantage.
Hoggers. That's a 15
15.
and nat 20.
Wow!
So
Very perceptive
23
of you.
or a 15.
All right. I guess we're using up our good luck early.
Yeah, we're gonna
My
use
bird
it.
eyes just zoom in.
You hear like
They pop out of my head
You
like
hear the
binoculars.
sound of like a CS:GO like scope. Okay, so as you are approaching this storm, and kind of nearing the town, one thing you notice for sure, there doesn't seem to be any kind of wildlife in the area. As you get closer and closer to Wooddale in this forest, it seems that anything that you normally would see, so like in the grass, you might see like
Field mice.
yeah, birds, field mice,
Squirrels.
maybe foxes or coyotes running around in the early morning, things of that nature. Nothing. It is silent out here. Other than the thunder, you do not see anything moving around. And kind of getting a better look at the storm as you kind of come underneath kind of the edges of these clouds, you do see that some of these the lightning within it seems to move in odd ways. Some of it almost, you can only describe it as almost as if it were alive itself, moving around like a snake through water, if that makes sense.
We're about to have like a Elden Ring boss fight here.
And as you travel and you finally reach the town about probably mid-afternoonish, you find that many of the townsfolk seem to be like, there's not, you would expect in like a town like this, there would be people on the streets. The market may be a little busy at this time, things of that nature. There is nobody. You see a few people peeking out of windows of various buildings. You see some that are, when people do come out, they seem to hurry from point A to point B, not wanting to be caught out in the open. You also see that those who look to not be from here, those that might have been traveling, seem to have all kind of stationed themselves within kind of the one tavern within this town. And you see a lot of them kind of sitting by the windows and watching the storm, but there doesn't seem to be all that much chatter coming from anyone within the town as you kind of roll in. And a few eyes kind of look you over as you kind of enter the space, one or two kind of muttering to themselves before kind of ducking out of sight. And you come up to... Kellic kind of leads the cart up to the inn, which is called the Hollow Drum. That the only activity here seems to be a few locals and mostly travelers who look to have come here for some personal reason or something else. You're not entirely sure. And as you guys,
I want to turn to Kosho and Calder and just be like, we're supposed to find someone and bring them their head to Callista, correct?
I think that's what she said.
Do we
be
know
honest.
what his name is or where exactly he is in town? Might be worth it asking the locals, although they look a little skittish, so I don't know how good we'll be getting information.
Well, won't hurt to ask, for truth be told. So,
Just gotta remember what his name was, and then ask the barkeep, I guess.
yeah.
Does anyone have it written down? Because I don't have it written down.
I do not.
Let's see.
what are you asking for again?
The our quarry.
Our
the person we're
target.
It
supposed
was
to.
a Tempest Elf is the only description you were given.
Ah, things are now making sense in my head.
See,
Neurons are activating.
Neuron activation has occurred.
I just
Oh,
imagine.
no.
I just imagine like Kelly or someone goes, I believe she said it was a Tempest Elf, and I go, oh.
Smoke starts coming out of your ears, like the gears start running. Smell burnt rubber.
I just turn. Calder, do you think that this weird storm above the town has anything to do with our quarry?
Well, Tempest, kind of 2 and 2 there. So
Man, my little hamster going upstairs going crazy.
Kel kind of brings as you're finishing this conversation, brings the cart to a stop in this little, kind of like an alleyway between the tavern and another building where there seems to be some sort of awning to kind of cover both Doug and the cart. And he kind of hops out and seems to pull from his bag a python that he then kind of slams into the ground before tying Doug off to it. While you guys are continuing your conversations. If you have any more to say.
I don't know how fruitful our efforts asking people will be if we just say a Tempest Elf. I think we might get a little bit more bang for our buck if we go explore maybe the eye of that storm. We'll go to the center of town, check it out.
sounds good to me.
We'll make a note as well. The center of town isn't far from where you are. It's probably a good 200-300 feet away. We seem to have lost a man. Oh.
Man down.
He's got an important call.
Oh, that's cool.
Makes sense. Alright. At least he messaged me. Let me know. Alright,
Well,
yeah.
Calder, do we need to resupply at all, or I mean, we kind of resupplied before we left.
I doubt that I could do much with the money that I have now, so
I mean, I could spot you.
nah, it's okay.
I have 69 platinum. This was planned accordingly.
How the hell do you have that much?
I sold the scroll last session, or 2 sessions ago,
Damn.
to a circus clown, and he got scammed, and he gave me, I think, 60 platinum.
You sold it to a
And I had
halfling
9.
hopebringer who accidentally
circus
used
clown.
it on his friends when he showed it to them.
Yeah, and he gave me 60 platinum for it, and I already had 9, so 69 platinum.
Nice. All right.
I also have, was it 600 gold? So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stacked right now.
I see that now. Yeah, if you didn't mind spotting me some gold.
Yeah.
I would not be upset getting some regrants for some of my larger spells.
Yeah, just tell me how much you need.
Yeah, let me look through my spellbook real quick.
I don't know if we're actually going to be able to find too much because it doesn't look like too much is open, but
I will say the shops are opened. There's just not.
oh, they are.
It's not. There's just not traffic going on really in the town. People seem to be just trying to lay low. It's like the day after. Think of like a town after like the day after a hurricane, where like there's stuff open. It's nobody's going out because nobody wants to.
1 plat is 10 gold, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't have enough for a single contingency cast. Let's see.
Those damn components being so damn expensive.
I'm glad all my components are kind of cheap.
They get more expensive over time. Unless you pick certain spells.
I'm looking at my 3rd level spells, and all of them are just like burn to twigs. Like cool.
No, 3rd level is not where it gets expensive. It's about the 6th and 7th levels when things get expensive.
I don't have that level.
Here's my
fine.
6th level spell slot. Contingency. A statuette of yourself carved from ivory and decorated with gems worth at least 1,500 gold pieces.
My most expensive one is Revivify or Revivify. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Revivify sounds right,
Revivify.
yeah. 300, yeah, 300 gold worth
It's
of diamonds.
yeah.
Teleportation circle is chalks and inks worth about 50 gold pieces. But I think I have like a few more charges of that.
You
so I
you would
should-
have, I would say, you probably would have had like 100 gold worth of chalk left from all the traveling you did, because you got quite a
Okay.
bit from Zeldrif.
have.
Yeah.
I have more shit I can sell too, I think. I have the most like insane shit in my bag.
I will make a note. Kellic still has the Sentinel shield too. That he's not using.
don't-
He's just carrying it.
I can't use a shield.
But
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and like get money off of you. A lot of the spells that I'm using just aren't really worth it.
Well,
right
do you want a fifth of gin or a fifth of rum or glowing blue crystal meth shards? Yeah, you can take any of it. Any
I'm
pick.
okay.
blowing glue crystal meth shards. I forgot about that.
I have
Yeah.
not used it yet. I don't even know what it is. I don't think. It was a material that the artificer was using.
Yeah,
I just
they're-
I
it's
grabbed some, but I never
it's
used it.
arcane crystal fragments.
I like my description better.
Yes. I know you do.
Yeah, I don't have too much. Yeah, that's all I really have. All I have is like my equipment, and then that's all I have in my bag. And then I have like a few other stuff, like a water skin, a torch, and shit like that.
Okay.
I don't think I need anything else. I just got bullets. I have a decent amount of bullets.
So,
I forget if we mentioned this, but for bullets, do I have to track how much powder I have, or is that just like
the
along with
powder is going to
bullets?
be equal with the bullets. I'm
Okay,
doing it that
cool.
way on purpose because I don't want to make you track how much powder
It's a
you
lot
have.
to track.
The bullets
have
are
we taken-
enough.
Have we taken a long rest? Technically?
You would have, yes. You would have woken up from one at the beginning of the session.
I want to get my spell slots just in case.
Um,
I have like one spell slot that's missing. But they all count.
every slot counts, man. You
Oh my
know,
God,
I've played a
yes.
cleric and a sorcerer. You have to have all of them. All right,
I mean, I kind of like being a spell sword.
it's fun.
That's why I like paladins and
What would you guys like
druids
to
and
do
shit.
now that you?
Well, I guess we're gonna head to the middle of town because I don't think we need to really re-up on anything.
Okay. So you all make your way towards this kind of center place within the town. This kind of almost looks like it would be like a circular market of sorts. And usually you would assume this place is like filled with carts and different stands and things of that nature. It is barren. There's nobody out here.
Is there like an eye of the storm?
You are standing underneath it when you get to the center of this kind of...
So there's no like clouds above us or anything?
It's not quite. There does seem to be kind of like a hole that's forming within the clouds, but when you look up into it, you just see kind of like darkness within this hole.
Dark hole in sky. Noted. Well, I don't know if there's a way for us to get up there, so I'm not really sure how we're supposed to get our quarry down here. Can I make a perception or investigation check?
Yes.
I want to see if I can try and see anything in the clouds, like any person.
Yep.
Okay. What am I doing? Perception or... Okay. That is a 16.
It's hard to tell through the flashes that come through every so often and kind of like this dark space within the cloud. It's difficult to tell if you're seeing a person or if you're just seeing kind of like a shadow within the cloud as like the lightning jumps around. And from the distance it's a bit difficult to tell as well, because any kind of small, like anything that would be of a person's size that would be within this cloud would be very, very difficult to see from where you're standing.
Okay. Ugh. I have no idea
I will say
Of
with that
how
check
we're
as
gonna-
well, you do notice there are people kind of watching you from the houses that are around, uh, looking a bit concerned and like very timid of this situation of you kind of like being out in the middle of the street. They seem to be very nervous. You can tell that much.
Do I want to go bug them? Yeah, I'm gonna go knock on their door.
I will say as well, one person you do see one that would be very easy to talk to.
I hope it's an old crotchety man that's like, kids these days are fucking stupid. He's getting on the clouds.
It is an older dragonborn man.
Fuck yes. I'm
Who
gonna go
is
talk to this older dragonborn.
it's a blue dragonborn who's kind of
Ironic.
blue dragonborn. I've had this planned. This was written down.
He's like, oh, I don't care about lightning. I eat that shit.
He's kind of standing just outside of his door, kind of watching this storm. You can see there are
In an
others.
old rocking chair.
He's not sitting. He's just standing there. As much as I would love to put him in an old rocking chair like he's in the bayou. I'm not going to do
Exactly
that.
what I have. Right
Yeah,
now.
I know. That's
Overalls, no shirt, barefoot, straw hat.
Bruh.
Smoking something he found and rolled up. No.
I'm gonna approach him and be like, excuse me, sir. Odd weather you're having in town.
It has been, yes. What brings you folks here?
Well, we're on official business from the crown, and we're actually looking for someone. Believe it or not, I know me and my associate here don't look like bounty hunters, but we are technically bounty hunters. And someone placed a bounty on someone's head here. I got an itching feeling I know where he's at. Don't know how to get to him though.
He kind of glances back up at the storm and just there's like a solid moment of him just not saying anything, just staring up at the storm as he kind of looks back to you and just says, you'll best be careful about him.
And who is him, if you don't mind me asking? Any information would be greatly appreciated.
Some elven fellow that showed up here not too long ago.
I wish I had a notepad so I could be like a detective. But how long did he show up
Yeah.
in town?
Shrugs and kind of, you see him kind of in his head counting for a moment. He says, probably a week, maybe longer.
A week. Storm been like this for a week?
Pretty much. Was smaller. It's getting bigger.
Getting bigger. Did he say anything when he came into town? Announce himself? Maybe have a maniacal cackle and maybe a monologue or two?
He zapped a few people that opposed him and took a few others. We don't know where they
So he
went.
kidnapped some people.
Precisely.
And you say he's after people who oppose him?
He simply just strikes them down in the street.
I assume they were hooting and hollering, and he didn't like that too much. Didn't take too kindly to that, did he?
They probably not, considering, well, we had to bury those folks.
A death by lightning strike, I assume?
Those that were lucky.
How else did he smite his foes? Just, if you don't mind me asking.
A lot of zapping, for one. Never touched them.
Alright, good to know, good to know. And were they fervently in the streets yelling at him, or were they just going about their day?
They were the ones who drew arms against him. Those that ran he didn't care too much for, except for the ones he wanted to take away.
And about the folks who were kidnapped. They got some families around here?
Some of them did. Some were from other parts of the country. Most of which were very young. somewhere's probably
Taking a lot of kids. So he's taking a lot of kids,
more.
striking down anybody who yells at him in the street. And seems to be no rhyme or reason of who he's napping or not.
He kind of gives you a nod. You see for like a moment his door kind of slightly opens and he kind of gestures to whoever's inside and the door closes again.
Well, we'll get out your hair if we're bothering you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna toss him 2 gold coins.
He catches them, just kind of looks at them for a moment, kind of almost seems to offer them back. He says, "There's no need."
Oh, please, I insist. I really do appreciate the information. Anything helps for when we're trying to find this miscreant, if we will.
He kind of gives you a nod and contemplates the coin for a moment before putting it in his pocket and just says, "Well, I hope you can get rid of him."
Well,
We will do our best.
that was a Galnova glyph coin, actually, so he needs to make a decent fireball.
Literally incinerate his house.
Jokes on you, I actually work for the elf.
Arson. We have 2 pyrokinetics right at the fucking front door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he like looks at you and then looks back, and it's just like 2 men on fire and a dude that looks. I don't even know what Kosha looks like anymore. If he's a dragonborn normally or not.
No, it's only when he uses his ring that allows him to do it.
Gotcha. But it's 2 people on fire, and then a bunch of like 1 normal human and some
Cat.
fucking mammals.
Who's the other one on fire?
No, because me and you are on fire.
I'm not on fire.
Oh, well, I'm on fire because I'm a fire ganassi.
A fun fact, I'm not resistant to fire. Which is really stupid. I don't know why they didn't decide to be like, yeah, you're resistant to fire.
Hey, fire has no sense of humor, man.
Tell me about it.
Just remember that.
Okay, well, no.
Well, I guess, Calder, if you want to 2v1 this elf in the sky, I mean, fuck
Hell
it.
yeah!
I mean, fuck it.
No,
We're just gonna be waving around swords, being like, "You come down here, you asshole! You back!
You get your flying, rain dinging, thunder
I
throwing.
mean, if we had
ass
someone who
down
could disguise
here.
as a child and get kidnapped, and then they could just be the man on the inside, that could work great. But we don't. We don't have that.
You mean Jabbers?
I don't
With
think
his
Jabbers passes as a
illusion
child.
magic?
Are you guys saying this out loud, by the way?
No.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Right in the middle of the square. Yes.
Chapters does not like the idea.
Calder, if you don't want to have this up in the dialogue, you can. We could just be like, no, it's not.
Listen, I can use. If you give me a few hours, I can swap some spells to bring the guy down.
I mean, if you want to take time to prepare yourself, we can go to the inn and just prepare, and maybe wait for Kosho to come back. If not, I will absolutely try to shoot him right now.
Just it's the pull the fucking skeet shoot.
Bull.
Just immediate death.
I wish.
The cat was like sleeping in my arms, and I woke her up saying loud noises, and she's just had to like shake 4 times to like get herself awake. Okay.
I can't use spring damage on this one, can I? Let's see. Fire damage, acid damage, and cold damage.
Are you trying to shoot your crossbow in the sky?
No. I was just thinking about when the battle comes.
Oh.
Probably gonna have to be range because he's a range guy. And I'm just trying to figure out in my head, what's the best type of damage? Because I can't use spring because it's lightning, so he probably wouldn't, it wouldn't do shit.
Never mind.
And I was thinking about like what type of damage from my arrows I could do to him, or just good old lead. You know, I think lead damage will do a lot to him.
Lead damage.
Good old lead damage.
Good old lead damage.
I could
Eat
use
this
gay
dirtbag.
Just a disc.
I could use
lodged in your
gay
shoulder.
ass, but I don't think that'll work.
I mean, I could. How far up in the clouds are that? Like, how far are the clouds? just a question.
Yeah, how far is he?
It'd be a couple.
Well, we don't know
thousand,
where he is exactly.
Couple thousand feet.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I think cloud. I want to say clouds settle. I think usually a storm settles like I want to say like 10,000 feet is the lowest. I think, but I could be wrong.
So this motherfucker just doesn't come down unless we like yell at him. Oh wait, I know what we can do. We have to go. Sail.
65,000 feet is low clouds. Or
We have to
6,500
go-
feet. 6,500 feet. Sorry.
Okay.
Here's what we have to do. We have to go sail in the ocean, and maybe we'll run into a pirate. But this pirate's different. He ate a specific fruit that made him part of rubber, and then we'll just bring him.
Oh my
We get much higher.
Can I,
God.
is this still in character? Is this
No,
Orion
no.
saying?
God, no.
Imagine,
We are sidetracking so hard.
imagine if Orion's just in the middle of the street going, let's think about this scenario real quick.
Orion
So
just
we find
goes.
a pirate that ate a weird fruit. from,
Orion
like,
just
some
goes. Calvin,
demon."
watch this. Go go. I'm just flailing my arms.
It's not doing anything, just flailing your arms around.
Just absolutely nothing. And then he laughs so hard he falls from the sky and he takes fall damage. I'm telling you, might be worth it.
So what do you wish to do?
Ugh. I mean, do you want to go change your spells out, or
It could
You
make
think
them
it's-
a little bit better, but also I don't know.
well, I'm waiting on your decision. If you want to change out spells, we'll change out spells. But if not, I'm gonna do the most smooth brain shit that has seemingly worked for me every single time. Remember when we ran into that bubble? What did I
Yeah.
do? I knocked and it worked.
The most.
What am I gonna
random
do?
thing
I'm
to
gonna lie to him, and we're gonna pretend to be missionaries.
Oh my!
We're gonna be spreading the good word
Of what god?
of what God? The new God,
Which one is that?
Mirkos. Obviously.
is right.
Mirkos,
Mirkos. All right.
Mirkos, the god of merchants.
Mm.
Obviously,
God, no one has heard of.
that's why we're spreading the word. God,
fair point. Fair point. Well played. Well played, sir.
so
Well played.
obvious. Yeah. So that's up to you, Calder. Do you wanna put this in my hands, where I'm gonna do something dumb, or do you want to go change your spells out and we'll come up with a?
Do you
better
want
one?
some dumb shit to go down, or do you want
Listen,
to prepare?
I just want to swap one spell.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. I will come up with a different
Tyler,
plan.
how long do you want to give me?
I will say,
swap it out?
if it's just a singular spell,
It is a singular spell.
short rest, I will let you take like an hour and a half to swap out the spell.
Oh, I can swap out my spells too.
Oh fuck! This has a 500 gold piece cost.
Again, do you need?
Yeah. This is my if.
How much
shit
gold
hits
do you
the
need?
fan spell?
FYI,
500
you have
gold.
NPCs who have money too.
500
You can
gold?
ask them if you need to.
I
No,
need
I haven't.
an object engraved with a symbol of the outer planes worth at least 500 gold.
But
So
I know how to blacksmith.
Do you know a symbol of the outer planes, though?
I would,
Okay,
because I have the spell in my spell book.
that's true.
But does the item itself have to be worth 500, or can it just be an item?
The object that has the symbol has to be 500 gold at the minimum.
Okay, so
So you can get me like some fancy schmancy gem, and we can just smack a sticker on it.
It's not really a sticker, but sure.
Basically.
Hey, all it has to do is have a symbol.
It's being engraved.
I see the pussy fart.
It's a marker. You see the what now?
I'm confused.
Caleb just went online playing DayZ on Steam.
Dipshit. Anyways, he's gonna he'll never watch this stream. He'll never know I said that. He doesn't give a shit anyways.
Let's see if he's in the other Discord.
Probably. Nope, someone else's. It looks like Jesus.
That's Walker.
No,
Yeah,
Walker.
he's in a different one. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. What was your stupid plan? Oh,
I told you my stupid plan.
you were gonna shoot in the sky like a hillbilly?
No, my plan was literally to walk out into the fucking town square and be like, "Excuse me, sir, have you heard the good word?" That was the plan.
Start
I
shouting
wasn't
at the
lying when I
clouds.
said I was going to pretend to be a
Okay.
missionary of Mirkos,
You're literally
the god I came up with literally 3 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I am not a charisma character, but damn, I wish I was.
By golly, we're about to make him one.
By golly.
Listen, Tyler knows when in the Vampire the Masquerade campaign, I improv the shit out of fucking every situation.
It's funny is with that campaign, you were getting us out of shit. I was getting us into shit.
And now I'm doing the opposite.
Yes. Because of
I will never be able to top the fiasco in the hotel lobby.
No.
Just not gonna be able to top that.
Never.
That was fantastic.
Never again. Anyways.
Hello, Caleb.
What are you going to do? Are you guys going to go take a short rest?
Just a
with
little
him?
update. We are in the town of Woodell. There is a gigantic storm cloud above us, and there is a tempest elf inside the clouds that we are trying to kill.
AKA Lightning Wizard.
Yeah, so we have no idea how to get him down. Calder is in the process of changing out spells. And
Zoob is taking a phone call, whatever that means. I don't
Probably
know.
something. It's probably something for a
Monk's
job, I
weird.
think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He said it was important. I'm
That's-
assuming it's job
That
related.
is way important. That
Well,
is his big boy job offer
yeah.
that they've been telling him about.
Oh, so you know more about it than I do. Good.
Yes.
You sound almost offended.
His internship
No,
was
I'm-
in Cheeseland, and
He's going
they're
back.
messing. Yeah, he might be going back over there to work. with
He
them.
ate the cheese, so therefore he is stuck there forever.
that's how you get indoctrinated.
You eat the cheese.
You eat the cheese, pass out, and you wake up, and it's just a bunch of like hooded cheese heads are just like, "You had the cheese." The
The
sacred
cheese
cult."
touch. Anyways, so
So yeah, if you need 500 gold, I got you.
Yes, thank you. And then I'll take the time to swap out the spell and prepare the symbol onto the.
Yeah, just draw a little stencil. I'll just chisel it in there for you.
Can I just like hammer 500 gold pieces together?
you would need.
I mean,
You would need a forge.
I'm assuming we've
I
had a
am
long
a
rest
living
between the
forge,
dragon fight
Tyler.
and now.
yes, we did.
Okay, so I need a full heal.
Tyler, you
Is there a
just said
reset
that I
button?
would need
Yeah,
a
long rest,
forge.
okay.
Yeah.
I am made out of fire. I could disintegrate
Wait a
it
second.
if I
Wait.
wanted to.
I
think
also
I could
know how to work
figure
a forge.
something out.
I know how to work a forge, so we could just make a gigantic gold ball, and then just hammer it on there.
I'm just asking if you are allowing me to just.
There is a forge in
Make shit.
town. You could definitely go to the forge and just ask them to use it.
All right, I'll go over and ask them to use this.
We're not gonna roleplay through this because you seem peeved with me.
I am a man made out of fire. I doubt that I would need a forge to melt gold.
You don't burn hot enough, baby.
Yeah.
I can disintegrate anything at will. I
That's a-
think I can burn hot enough.
Anyways, you do go to the forge. Speaking with them for a moment, Jabbers ends up handing over to them a few gold pieces to allow you to use the forge.
Thank you, Jabbers.
Kind of gives you a nod and kind of stays by the doorway with Kellic, who's both just kind of watching the sky as you guys kind of take this period to produce this golden ball and prepare yourselves for the battle that could be coming.
We still haven't decided how we're going to get him out of the sky. I am still a big fan of the missionary plan. which now that I say that sounds way dirtier than I meant to. I'm a big fan of pretending to be missionaries. I think that's funny.
Doggy plant. I mean, what?
I turn into a dog.
Borf.
There's not really any way for us to like reach him realistically. So I think the only way we can get his attention is if we like literally just yell at him.
I mean, I could send a spell up there to him, but I also
I don't think it'll reach.
Yeah, I'm missing a couple thousand feet. I think my largest spell range is Fireball's 150, Dimension Door's 500. But that's
Mine is 150. Oh.
Yeah, no, Fireball is the best I could do. Yeah, even Disintegrate's range is only 60.
Oh, actually, I can't even reach him with the 150s because those are ground control stuff.
I was gonna say, if I had a spell that Tyler would just let me get, I could get him.
There's a reason these spells are not allowed yet.
It's not even that they're not allowed. You were just like, yeah, no one can teach you that. Fuck you.
I didn't say nobody could teach it to you. It'd just be hard to find someone.
Of course, all my
okay,
spells that I
no,
just fucking
no.
added are like only ground spells.
You cannot say that you just can't find someone when I know the exact person that could teach me this, but you just did not let them teach it to me.
Did we get a reward for killing the dragon?
Pat on the back and a full heal.
Huh?
Pat on the
We
back.
didn't
Oh,
get
wow.
we didn't get a reward from the king, no.
Wow.
We were rewarded with a thumbs up and another job.
You were promised that after everything was said and done, he would repay you all, but currently, because of the war efforts,
Well,
They have other
I hope to
priorities.
God it's enough for me to get one of these goddamn tattoos after session, what? 15? Like, how deep are we? God
Yeah,
damn,
we're
I
not
could
gonna.
really
I don't think
use
we're gonna
one.
run into Aurora for a while.
We're at a session 23 for our party.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I still can't afford this shit. I'm rocking on that broke boy shit right now.
Wait, Caleb, did you need a
I have
shield?
not spent a goddamn penny, and I still do not have enough. Like, holy fuck.
Caleb, do you need a shield?
No, I don't. I don't use shields. Thank you though.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because
Kellic has just
Kellic
been carrying
has
around
one.
a shield that you guys have got since you killed the giant. So
I have 200
Yeah, but-
platinum.
Dang, you got more than me.
you're 500 gold off of your goal, essentially.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Still not there. That's all my money.
I will say
Correct.
that the next time you guguys encounter her, there are NPCs who have gold that could lend
She
you.
better fucking blow me too. Like, goddamn.
I don't know if you want a bird blowy.
Beak's a bit sharp. Anyways.
Oh, Mordecai.
Stop! I thought you were saying, oh Lord, and then it continued, and I was like, wait a minute, he didn't say Lord, he said Mordecai. I'm so done. Alright. Anyways. So you all...
Well, I guess it's time for us to shout at the sky.
Hey, fuckface! Just lightning bolt.
Yummy.
So do you want to go yell at the sky after the hour and a half it takes you guys to forge this ball and change Calder's
That's the question. Do you guys want to just straight up yell at the sky, or are we gonna? That's the plan we got. We're just gonna yell at the sky.
I mean, how much flying feet do you have?
50, I think.
I mean,
It's 50.
I was gonna say if you could carry me, but I doubt that you could all the way up there.
That is what I said earlier when I was like, "How far up on the clouds?" And I was like, "You'll have to go through a
6,000
series of
feet?
checks."
Ugh.
So
So
I guess we're just gonna go into the middle of the town. We're gonna tiptoe our
And yell.
ways and just be like, "Hey yo, where to beat at?" And then
Where to beat
Hey
him.
Pete, holla on the track.
All right.
Jungle beat. Holler
Yeah,
at me.
Okay.
Just go to the town
Yeah.
square.
So you guys
and
go.
be like, who was in Paris?
Oh no!
And he'll be like, oh, and you're like, I got your ass. Power word canceled.
Cancel.
He gets banished to a different realm.
That spells a cantrip.
That'd be great. But yeah, I think that'd be. I think we just got to go to the town square and just yell. Ironically enough, I think that's all we can do.
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
No,
Who uses that spell except for Jared?
I had
Its use is right now. Hold on.
I have Druidcraft.
I have never needed the
Pause.
spell, so I've never had it.
I have the Hat of Wizardry, which means I can try and cast a cantrip that I don't know on the wizard spell list for a DC 10 Arcana check.
But
Roll your
why?
Arcana
What
check.
is your plan?
With prestidigitation, you can increase the volume of your voice.
Yeah, you can yell louder.
Even over the winds?
Yes, and there's not really any winds. It's like very low gusts. It's not
Let's
that
see.
loud.
Hold on. Nope, it is not prestidigitation. Where the heck? What spell is it?
I thought it was No. I thought it was prestidigitation.
I thought
To
it
increase your voice?
Yeah.
And it has to be on the wizard spell list?
Yeah, I have my spell list open, and
I swore it was that spell. Maybe it wasn't.
I thought it was too. I'm looking at it. Hold on. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect. Instantaneous light or snuff out candle. Clean or soil an object. Chill or warm or flavor. Color a small marker symbol. Non-magical trinket or illusionary image.
What spell are we thinking of?
I don't remember.
I want to know. I'm like super confused because I do remember a spell that did that. And now I can't.
Time to go to the spell lists.
That's 100% what I'm doing.
The only thing I can think of is a subclass feature.
No. Let me do my research. Maybe if my page would load.
I could have sworn one of these. It's like a bard spell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The only
it
one that
is.
I can think of is Word of the Spirit.
That's not it. Oh, it was prestidigitation.
I thought it was two. What the fuck?
I think that's how I've used it in the past. If I had, no, not me, but someone else used it because I've never actually carried the spell.
What kind of spell is it?
It's a cantrip. It should be a transmutation.
Yeah, it is transmutation. Huh. Maybe the harmless sensory effect. People have used it for
Thaumaturgy?
thaumaturgy.
That's it.
That's the
Yeah, that's the
spell.
first one.
Thaumaturgy. I was like,
Too
it's
bad that's a cleric spell.
Fuck.
Yeah, it says your voice booms up to 3 times as loud.
Yeah, I don't have.
That's
that.
right,
Damn.
because that's why I've also never carried it, just because it was a cleric spell.
Well, I guess we're just gonna be yelling at this dude.
You just shouting up into the sky?
Yeah.
Alright, I give
I am
you
preparing a spell though.
I give you a choice. Performance or persuasion.
For yelling.
I got
at him?
+0 in both, so it's up to y'all.
I want to know what you are
I have
yelling.
+0 in both.
I want to hear what you're specifically shouting into the sky.
Hey, Stinky, come down here. We want to know.
See you later, Stinky.
Hey,
Um,
can you come down? We want to talk.
Okay.
Thunder rumbles louder.
I will
doubt
say
he can hear us since we're 6,000 feet away.
one of you roll with advantage if you're both doing it, and roll also with an additional d10 because Jabbers will give you a bardic inspiration.
All right, who wants to
All right.
roll?
So 1d10 plus a d20.
Yes,
And you get advantage.
and you get advantage.
Oh, well, I need that.
And its advantage is not on the bardic die. You roll the bardic die once, so just have to.
Plus 5 on the bardic die. God! Mother... Okay, no. Yeah, no. Someone else can roll. I forget that I am cursed by D&D Beyond.
Don't you have
So
physical
someone
dice?
else do it.
Are you too
I don't want
lazy
to get them
them?
out. My room's a little bit of a mess.
You have not seen my living conditions.
I mean, I can roll. So it's a d20 and a d10?
Yes.
Yep. Roll 2 d20s and a d10.
Scratch, I love the sound
Let's
of
see.
just dice rolling in someone's
Six.
hand as they rub them together.
That's a 25.
Did you roll a
I had a
natural
19.
20?
No, I had a 19 and a 6.
Huh. Okay.
That's 25, right?
Yeah.
You all kind of shout in the sky for a moment, kind of repeating the words that you had chosen.
Rain, rain, go away.
After probably about a minute or two of just shouting this, there is a pause. As it seems like the lightning stops for a moment, and then you see these small blue orbs slowly descend from the sky. About four
How
of
many?
them.
2?
4 of them. There are 4 of these orbs that are slowly descending. Kind of in a random pattern. And as they get all you can tell is it is as they get closer you can tell they are looks to be a ball of electricity.
Interesting.
Are you going to do
Can-
anything
can
while
you-
these things slowly fall?
Can you hear us? Hello?
As you say these words, these balls of electricity seem to almost increase in their the light they produce seems to almost increase as if they're responding to your voice.
That's weird. Calder, what are we looking at here? You're the arcane guy. What is this?
To be honest, I haven't seen this before. Rolls an Arcana check. Fucking fails.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
There's something off about these balls of electricity. Something you feel like you've read about before, but you're having difficulty remembering specifically. Before the balls seem to unravel into snake-like entities of electricity and dart towards you all. Roll initiative.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, here it comes.
The only time I roll past a 10, I'm gonna kill myself.
Calder, we swapped luck because I rolled terribly. It was on a 15 and then it rolled to a 7, and I was like, cool. So my initiative is 8.
Yo, Ted, you roll an initiative? Yo, did he fall asleep?
He might also be muted.
That is also a thing.
No, I'm here. What's up?
We're fighting. Combat has begun. Roll initiative.
Okay. Da-da-da. I have advantage on initiative saving rolls.
Do
I mean, not
do
initiative.
fists do well against electric snakes?
Not gonna say.
I got a 16.
Oh, you did better than half the party. What's your dex
Except
modifier?
Keller.
Actually, it doesn't matter because Did you say look at Kellic? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Or
didn't Kelly get like a 28?
Yeah, he's got a plus 10 to initiative. He's a fighter. They get that.
I know. They do?
That's one of their things. Is I think.
At what level?
I don't. Oh wait, no. He's got alert.
Oh, I'm about to say, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
a fighter.
he's
What-
got
what-
alert. That's one of his feats. He's got alert. That's
I was
right.
like, I'm a bar fighter.
I'm a fighter. I should have that too.
The fuck? I got a +1 on initiative.
Plus 1 on your initiative. Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
I don't have high. Oh no. Deck save, deck save, deck save.
Kellic is going to, as he draws his glaive, seeming to kind of throw one hand out in front of both you and Calder, as if to shield both of you, before he is going to attempt to strike at the first two of these electric snakes. I'm just going to roll in D&D and Beyond so you guys can see him rolling. That's fucking crazy. So his first strike is a crit. He is going to hit for 19 points of damage. Second strike, he's going to strike again. So 26. He is going to hit for 11 points of damage. And his third strike is a 17, which does hit. And he is going to do another 9 points of damage. And I'm going to do math here real quick. Yes.
35.
He will take one more as his bonus action to strike one more time, which is 25. And he'll do 10 damage. One of these snakes is sputtering and is barely producing electricity anymore. It is now Jabber's turn. All the NPCs rolled better than everyone in the party.
Of course.
Jabbers, who is standing behind the two of you, is going to... You see behind you, he throws his hands out and is going to cast Spirit Guardians, producing a swarm of these celestial ravens that seem to fly around all of you, almost producing essentially what would be considered a shield of some sort, or at least a barrier. And it is going to do a bit of damage to killing the one that Kellic hit and damaging the next one.
Cool, so we only have to do like 50 damage to each.
These things aren't super hardy. Yotan, it is your turn. There are 3 of these snakes left. One of which is within 10 feet of Kellic. The others are about 20 feet away.
Okay.
I feel that.
I hate that I can't walk 10 feet and attack. It's just like,
How slow is your movement?
You can walk 10
well,
feet.
no, I thought you, okay.
No,
I
when
thought
you
you couldn't move
when you
and attack.
walk, no, you can split up your movement and your attacks. You get both.
Yeah, you get...
I thought you get one action and then a bonus action. And
No.
that action
You get
being
a
either
you get a
or-
movement, action,
You get a-
and bonus action.
Yes.
Okay.
If I ever made you think otherwise, I apologize.
No, I just never really looked up the rules on D&D. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna rage and then I'm gonna use reckless attack. Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually just gonna rage and attack one of these electric snakes.
The nearest one, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll your attack against the electric snake.
Actually,
The
I will do a
wired
reckless attack.
worms.
I'll do a reckless attack.
I will say, Calder, you would recognize these as living lightning bolts once they did change.
As what?
Living lightning
Sorry.
bolts.
Aren't they elemental types?
They are a construct. You would know this.
Okay.
Because your massive amount of
Good to
reading.
know. Your big fucking brain.
Yeah, they're...
It's in one of those. It's in one of those folds up there.
Man, I cannot find. There they are. And then I'm gonna use. Oh wait, I forgot to roll the fucking hit die first. Yikes.
Yowzer.
Yeah. Wait, fuck me. I don't know why I did that. It's +9, so 29.
That's a hit.
I didn't use the hit DC. I used the fucking regular D20 like an idiot.
You good? You good?
And then I'm gonna use the 12 from before, and then I'll do. Do I have to roll for another attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say roll for all your attacks. That one's going to miss.
Okay.
You have 2 attacks per action?
Yeah.
Okay, then roll damage for 1.
I can use an extra attack.
You do have your bonus action you can use as an attack as
Okay.
well. Actually, no, you can't because you raged. You did rage, so you used your bonus action. So yeah. So roll the damage for 1 attack. My apologies.
Ugh. Wrong. I had to use the Manticore.
I was like, oh, that's not
Yeah.
the right dice. So 10 points of damage. So you strike this electric snake. These claws almost seeming to pass through it slightly, but does seem to disrupt the electrical current that they are producing, causing it to sputter a little bit, and it makes these odd electric hissing noises. And the air around you is beginning to smell very strongly of plasma. I think is the smell you get when lightning strikes. I think it's the smell of plasma. I can't remember.
I have a random D&D question. Is
What's
a construct considered a creature?
In a sense, yes.
Gotcha.
Depends on the construct.
Yeah.
If you're asking if they have a consciousness, also depends on the construct.
Not necessarily.
Some
semantic. It's a semantic issue.
Yeah. Some have objectives. Some act as familiars, and some do have like souls within them.
Create an electric eagle to eat the electric snakes.
I can't make electric eagles. I can only do fire.
Calder,
Yes.
it is your turn.
Pog, how many more are there?
There are still 3. One that is sputtering in front of both Kellic and Yotan, and then the 2 that are about 20 feet behind it. Did we lose our boy? Okay, I was like,
No. Sorry, I was reading my spells. I'm gonna cast Fireball at the 4th level.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So a Dex 17 save. 37 fire damage, or
That one's
half
dead.
as much, which is
How big of a radius is Fireball?
20 feet radius.
So you're putting it in the middle to try to get, or near, try to get all of them. Okay. Okay, you said what was the damage?
37, or on save, half. Which you can half that.
7. I'm doing the math here. Okay. Okay, one of them disappears. The other 2 sputter slightly, but seem to continue progressing towards all of you. Yes. My math is working. Good. Is there anything else you would like to do?
As my bonus action, I do nothing.
Okay. I need everyone to roll 2 dex saves for me.
Fun.
Oh no!
What happened? What'd you do?
I got an 8 and a 2.
Dirty 20 and a 4.
13-2.
We all like succeeded.
That was a nat
failed.
fail, by the way, +1. So
A nat fail?
yeah,
Okay, give me
it was
a
a
second.
1 +1. So
So, any of the rolls that were above a 15, I am rolling the wrong dice. Let me try
are we
this
taking the high number or the low number?
again. This is 2 separate attacks.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
If the first, so for the first one, you take 15 if you failed, which is a 15 or below a 15. The second one, you take 15 as well. So 30 points in total damage if you failed both. Half as much on one of those if you did not.
Even on the fail, the crit fail?
On even on the crit fail, it's still
So
15
I take.
points of damage.
So if I take. If
you-
I'm resistant to lightning,
You take half of whatever would come out
so
of it.
15.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. If you failed both, it's a 15 in total. If you succeeded in one, it's going to be half of half.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
The
It's
lightning
30
courses off me as it
It's-
only sizzles my nipples.
His nipples are actually Tesla coils.
They're like rock hard right now.
His shirt actually rips.
Coursing off because the areola is just sticking out from being so hard.
So they both are 15 points of damage. If you failed one and succeeded in the other, you take half on one, full on the other. If you failed both, it's 30 straight. So for you, Orion, it's 30 straight. And then if you succeeded on both, it is just 15.
Okay. I was second guessing myself.
Yes,
Wait,
I apologize. It was a bit confusing. They both use the same attack on you at the same time. As they both...
Is that their turn?
Yes. You watch as you see them both kind of straighten themselves out and spin before almost extending themselves in this 100-foot long line, passing through.
Go
each
ahead.
of you.
Go ahead and have one make a Strength 14 save.
Yeah, that fails.
Cool. They are now restrained by fire shackles. Fuck you, lightning bolts.
Wait a minute. You can restrain electricity? What? This is one of the things that's...
It just says that's why I asked if it was a creature.
I'm
it
looking,
just says when you hit a creature.
I'm looking at...
Oh wait, no, hold on. Wait a second,
It's when you hit a creature, not when they hit you.
Never mind. So stone rune. So that's a wisdom 14.
Let me roll. That one passes.
Okay, never mind then.
No, I was looking at its condition as immunity. Resistance or restraint is not one of them, which is strange to me. Yeah, all right. It's
You
Orion's
can catch
turn.
lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, that's true.
I got fucking no clue what I'm doing. How close is one?
The two of them are still 20 feet away.
Okay.
Be about 25 from you, but it's still pretty reasonable range for you to probably be able to attack.
Damn, I am not. This is kind of close quarters for me. Oh, none of my spells are close range. Really, are they? So if I have a melee attack spell,
Yes.
that doesn't go for my 2 attacks per action, right?
No.
Okay. Then can I is there a way for me to like move and line them up in a row?
Your flight speed's 50 feet, right?
Yes.
You could do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of line them up in a row. Hopefully not be able to hit anyone. And I'm gonna do Scorching Ray.
Okay. Roll those attacks.
It's 3, right?
Yes, it's 3. So roll 3 attacks. Which ray is hitting which one?
There's 2 left?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, a note about Scorching Ray, it's not like a direct ray. It's almost like casting a magic missile where it kind of curves around things to hit things. It's not
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
straight.
I didn't know if it was a...
I'm just letting you know
I
so that if you didn't want to move, you didn't have to, but...
Okay. I'm actually just gonna go all 3 at whatever one's closest to me.
Okay, so when you moved, yeah, there's the one on the left would have been the closest one.
Okay.
So roll those 3 attacks against this entity.
That's a 15.
Okay.
That's a 19.
Hit.
And 17.
All hit. Roll damage for all 3.
And it's 2d6. Okay. That's 4 damage for the first one.
Okay.
That is 7 damage.
Scorching Ray does not do a lot.
And 7 damage. Oh, I was just rolling. Really, I got 2 2s, a 1, and then a 4 and a 3. So That
Okay.
wasn't too bad, but the
You
two
strike
twos
it,
really
it-
killed me.
The flames kind of hit it in a strange way, just almost making like a spiral around this thing for a moment before kind of dying around it. You see the electricity it was producing, though, seems to lessen a little bit.
Okay. And how close are they together?
About 5 feet apart.
I'm gonna summon my wildfire spirit in between them.
Okay.
So that's a Dex 15 save.
All right. One passes, one fails.
Okay, so I think it's only the one that fails takes damage.
How much is it?
It's 2d6, so that's 7 or 6 damage.
6 points of damage.
Yep. And before I forget, I have another question. I apologize, I'm asking a lot of questions. For action surge, when I use my action surge, can I do another spell?
Yes. Action surge is a full action.
Good to know.
That's the one benefit of being a fighter. You can do more in one turn than anyone else.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I never use it,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast. Where is it? Come on, where is it? I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth underneath them, and it's a 20-foot cube, so they'll both be encapsulated in it.
Question.
And they
Do they have
It's a
to be
dex
standing in it?
um
They are currently floating above the ground. I will make that
it
note.
says a 20-foot cube, so I'm assuming 20 feet high as well.
Yeah, okay. So the ground is
It
attempting to
doesn't.
reach
It
up
doesn't
and grab
say. It doesn't say they have to be standing on the ground. It just says afterwards the ground becomes difficult terrain.
Okay, so yeah, it's the ground kind of shooting up and jutting up and trying to
Yeah.
strike
So
them.
that's a Dex 15 save.
They both fail.
Oh, beautiful. 3d12. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna bust.
Oh my god, that's 31 damage for one. And then 17 for the other.
Okay. One of them is just crushed between two spires of stone that shoot up and slam together. The other kind of getting juggled around for a moment before it kind of repositions itself in the air.
Oh, that reminds me. Actually, oh, never mind. Go ahead. Sorry. There's a feature that I just got, and I forget what the specifics of it is, but I think it's fire damage or restorative. Okay, that's it.
Kellic is going to run past Yotan and try to strike this entity with his glaive. He's going to barely hit, striking it for 15 points of damage. He's going to use a second hit. It's going to hit. I don't even need to roll this, but I'm going to roll it anyways. Alright. He goes to strike this entity. Dex save, everyone. As he strikes it, lightning comes from the cloud itself and strikes him.
Oh, let's fucking go. That is a dirty 20 and a 13.
Yeah, you only
I
needed
save
one.
on
You only
one.
needed one roll. You only needed one roll, by the way. But
Oh, I think you said 2.
no, one roll. One dex save.
Okay, I will take the 13 if that.
I will let you
because I
take the
won.
dirty 20. Which one was first? Was the dirty 20 or the 13?
I rolled them at the same time. I rolled 2 dice.
I will let you take the dirty 20.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll take the 13 because I fucked up. I don't care.
Evan,
What?
roll a dex save. Everyone needs to roll dex save.
I did already.
What'd you roll?
I rolled my 2, right?
Oh, there it is. No, you just need the one.
Did I need one more?
No, you're good. You're good. Okay.
I thought it was 2 as well.
I apologize. I say a lot of things.
No, you're good.
So those of you
I
who
think I just
failed, take
Wayne.
9 points of lightning damage. Those who succeeded take half as much. Obviously, Yotan, take half as much because you failed, but... So everyone succeeded but Yotan. and Kellic. Kellic is not going to.
Oh, I'm gonna take the fail because I'm just gonna take the 13.
Okay.
I'll save my good luck later.
And you see as this lightning bolt strikes Kellic, his armor almost goes red hot, and he is thrown 30 feet back, flying right past you. The two are actually flying past Calder because you're not around anymore, Orion. Yotan, you are pushed back 15 feet. You're not knocked down. Kellic is knocked prone, but you are just pushed back. And as you kind of like glance back towards him after he kind of hits the ground, slides for a moment, you see there's electricity kind of sparking off of his body, and he does not seem to be able to move at the moment.
Oh, he's paralyzed.
I'm going to keep your initiative orders. And as you guys look to where the lightning struck, floats a man. An elven man. Looks to be an older elven man with this smooth olive skin, these bright yellow eyes, white blonde hair, and a very expensive looking black suit. Who's floating roughly about 6 inches above the ground. Kind of hands behind his back, looking over each of you as he floats there. As he kind of looks around, he just says, "So these are the new pests that I have to deal with." I'm rolling his initiative.
Really
order.
I wish there was a taunt mechanic. That'd be so funny.
It's called being a bard and having cutting words.
I know. This is why I can't be a bard.
Bards
I'd
are
be too powerful.
Bards are way too OP. Just
I'd be too powerful as a bard with max charisma. Ugh.
All right. So, Jabbers is going to take his action. He is going to remain where he is, but he is going to... You watch as he pulls one of the stars from his robe, and he's going to toss it into the air, casting Magic Missile, and is going to hit... let's see here. Yeah, he is going to hit this entity for a few points of damage, because I don't specify what Jabbers does in damage. Only Kellic, because you guys can only see Kellic's. He hits him with this magic missile, kind of burning a part of this suit, causing the man to look down at it and kind of let out a small growl or snark. I don't know the noise you'd make.
Snarl?
This snarl's probably right. As his suit has been burned, and he is not happy about it. Next, Yotan. The man is currently, you were 20 feet, you are now 35 feet. You are 35 feet away from the man. The man, the myth, the legend.
Alright, I'm gonna use Hazy Pursuer.
Okay.
And that'll put me in range, right?
Misty Step is 30 feet, you would be within 5 feet of him, yes.
Yeah, alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna use Misty Step, Hazy Pursuer. So all of a sudden you see a thick smog just appear around Yotan as he just is enveloped by it and slowly turns into nothing but a shadow, and then soon nothing at all. And then slowly forming in front of him, you see a hand reach out into about 30 feet in front of him. You see a hand reach out of a new forming mist, attempting to grab hold of. It just says if you make contact. It doesn't say I have to roll anything for it.
You have to. It's if your attack makes it. So if you're trying to do. Are you doing Vice Grip? Is that what you're attempting?
Well, it just says when this is used and you make contact with a creature, whether by attack or grapple, the creature must make a Wisdom saving.
Yeah, you have to succeed the grapple or the attack.
All right, then yeah.
All right, roll that grapple check with disadvantage.
Wait, any particular reason for disadvantage?
As you reach for him, his form seems to spark. And that is the reason of the disadvantage, is because of the electricity he's producing would make it more difficult for you to get a hold of him.
But I'm resistant to electricity.
It's still it's a part of his stat block.
Okay.
Even though the resistance makes
it seems like there should be some kind of interaction with that, but
even if the resistance is you can take more electricity than someone else, you are still affected by it the same way someone else is. It just doesn't hurt you as bad. Is essentially what it comes down to.
D&D logic.
It's real life logic too. A man can be struck by lightning and survive.
If you're significantly larger, it will take more electricity to stop movements of your muscles and things like that. It will take a larger amplitude. If I'm sure, a difference between someone who's 5'5" and 6 foot is not gonna be much, but someone who's 6 foot and 11 feet is gonna be a little bit different.
Let's put it this way:
Especially
this man has the power, the electricity of a full thunderstorm in his form. So, but roll that check. He's already rolled his to try to avoid.
3.
You tried to grapple him, and he kind of, I'm not gonna say knock your hand away, but he kind of shifts in a way that when you grasp, you just miss him, kind of pulling the edge of his suit a little bit and kind of tearing a part of the sleeve, further irritating him. You have a
and then I'll use.
Is that a bonus action? I can't remember if the one move is a bonus action. I believe it is. I don't have your character sheet open.
It doesn't say.
It should be if it uses Misty Step, it is a bonus action.
Okay.
So that would be the end of your turn. You are still raging, but it is the end of your turn. Calder.
Yeah.
You see this occur. You see the man standing before Yotan now. What would you like to do?
Okay.
I don't like your laughter.
The goal is just kill him, right?
You behead him. Take his head
Behead?
back to Callista. Yeah, Callista wants his head.
Do we have to bring back the head?
I think so. She wants it as proof.
So no disintegration.
Of his lower body, you can.
No. It does not say lower body or upper.
Disintegration.
Well,
If you kill a creature with disintegration,
No,
if you kill them,
if the spell disintegrate leaves something with 0 hit points, pile of gray dust.
yeah, they are dusted.
Immediately.
And that's the attack.
That is the whole attack. Is that if
It does a
damage
stupid
that
amount
it
of
deals,
damage.
it deals 10d6 plus 40. Come on in.
Bro, what level are you?
12.
It's a very high level spell. It's like a level 6 spell. So,
Oh yeah, it's just a level 6, but yeah.
No,
just disintegrating other people. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, that's like the second highest level spell, isn't it?
6?
No, it's just crazy. There's just so much shit. There's like nothing you can do against certain magic. It's just wild.
A high enough dex save, you pretty much avoid most of it. So
That's why Dex is broken.
Dex is
Spec Dex.
Dex
Charisma's broken.
Dex and Constitution.
I've had my character convinced out of a fight that he had with his like mortal enemy. Because my fucking teammate walked in, he was a pacifist, and he said, "Nope, no more fighting. You have to," and I left the fight. Thank God there was someone who had to catch up with like other sessions, and he brought me back in.
Here we go.
What would you like to cast
I
against
will.
my friend?
Cast Arcane Hand
Jerk him off.
at the
Jerk him off.
at the 6th level.
What does that even do?
To
Okay.
use Grasping Hand.
Does he need to roll
So
saves?
it has to So I have advantage on the check to use the hand's strength score
Okay.
to resolve a grapple.
Okay. So
Go ahead and roll your strength.
It would
against
be
mine.
he can do, if it's a grapple check, he can roll acrobatics.
Yep.
So he's rolled.
Acrobatics would be
The hand would roll athletics, which would be strength.
athletics. Yes.
The one avoiding it can do acrobatics to avoid.
Okay. What the fuck? I'm rolling on normal dice. You'll just have to give me a second. I hate this fucking app. I rolled 4 2s in the past 6 rolls. I'll be right back. God, D&D Beyond sucks. God, please.
So it's like it's shit like polymorph, like disintegrate, just like unavoidable. Like unless you have high dex, you're just fucked.
I don't think polymorph is a dex.
Polymorph's wisdom.
Or wisdom. Yeah, you have to also be a wizard or fucking.
Well, the thing about polymorph is it stops you in your tracks, but it gives you a cover up, so you don't take damage whenever you're in that form.
Oh, you don't?
You have a second
You
health
cannot.
pool. You have a second health pool. Essentially,
So you can be hurt.
You're hurt, but it affects the form, not you.
But no, I'm saying eventually you can be. Well, how long does polymorph last? Does it only last for a certain number of rounds, or
It's
is
an
it...
hour.
Holy fuck, dude! God damn.
It's a concentration spell, though.
We had someone polymorph a giant.
Yeah,
worm.
but what does concentration spell matter if like they can also cast spells while using it?
Because if you hit him out of the
So-
concentration.
Yeah.
I crit, by the way.
Oh,
Literally fished out a dice and tossed it onto the chair without even looking.
But how are you
because
gonna
the
hit
cat
him if
was
you're
about to-
polymorphed?
Was about to
Your,
use
teammates?
the gaming
Oh,
chair
yeah.
as a scratch
That's
post.
right. You're just gonna rely on
And
other
yeah,
people.
landed on a 20.
okay.
Like, not even gonna lie to you.
What
So
does
that's
the
a
hand
There
do?
is no
28 to
counter for
grapple.
it.
What does the hand do? It
grapples.
succeeds. It succeeds. That's it. It's just a grapple.
So it grapples. While the hand is grappled, I can use a bonus action to crush. But I am not gonna do that.
Okay.
Gonna jerk him off.
Because I want to talk to him.
You want to talk to him. All right. As he
Wait,
is.
are we just trying to kill him, or are we just trying
We're
to...
just trying to get his head.
We're just trying to kill him.
That's all we were told.
Okay. Well, I thought we were gonna talk to him, but
And now we know that
I'll-
he's kidnapped children, so I don't...
I'll go ahead and use the clinch. So 68.
He's gonna squeeze his little butt cheeks.
Oh, 6d8. I was like, 68? Excuse me, motherfucker.
I wish, bro. I fucking wish.
Yeah, go ahead and take 100 points of damage for me.
Yeah, so 68 plus my casting modifier, so that's a 29 damage of bludgeoning.
29 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, and you clapped his cheeks.
I grippered him.
Crippled him. You hear him kind of
Groan.
in pain, I guess would be the word.
Oh,
Not that kind of groan. You disgusting fool. And in response, a pulse of electricity is going to shoot from his feet into the ground around him. All of you roll a dex save. Nope, con save. Sorry, con save.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
19.
I keep reflexing.
Okay,
What is con?
Con is
Constitution?
Constitution.
17.
I got a 16.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Constitution.
Yeah, I know. What is it exactly? Like
That's
what is it?
your ability to take damage into. It's your endurance essentially.
Just your endurance, poison, resist poison, resist infection.
You mean your durability?
Basically.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
it's essentially durability. What did you say, Calder?
17.
17. Okay. Orion.
Normal dice.
I got a 16.
All right. Orion.
My
Jabbers.
metal dice is really doing well today.
Yeah. Orion and Jabbers. Actually, I need to check Kellic too. Actually, yeah, Kellic has to roll this as well because he's still on the ground. He'll pass though because he's got a. Yeah, he passes flying.
Doesn't he
colors.
have metal armor though?
He does, but it's
But this electricity doesn't go to metal because D&D... No, I'm kidding.
No.
And-
It's
I mean,
his
am I
ability.
on the ground?
It's his ability to try to fight the effects of said electricity. He's still taking damage. You're all taking damage.
You said if we're grounded?
You are on the ground. You're all standing there.
Am I? Because I used my fly speed.
You can fly to a spot and land. I thought that's what we did.
Hey man, I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know, man.
Unless you said you landed, I think you'd still be flying. Like,
I don't care.
Right.
I'll take the damage. I don't give a shit.
Take.
all right, 100 damage. Just like,
Dead.
So Orion
Slighted.
and Jabbers are going to take 12 points of lightning damage and are stunned.
Oh, fuck.
The rest of you are going to take 6 points of lightning damage and are not stunned.
What was the save?
I was
17?
17.
Oh, you're kidding me.
you were
So,
you were just below the save.
So I'm just gonna brag about this to Evan. Hey, Evan, I'm gonna take 3 points lightning damage.
Fuck you. Stop! You're rolling my dice, cat.
You did
Well,
take double the fire damage though in the dragon.
She rolled a fail. She rolled a 1.
Bro, I
your
got
cat-
fucking
your cat
destroyed
is
by that
stunned.
dragon. Holy. That
Wait,
dragon's
how-
fire breath fucking destroyed me. God, that was bad,
I took
dude.
half damage from that. So
Evan.
Wait, how-
Also,
I took like 80
stop.
damage from one attack on that shit.
is the spell that you cast a concentration spell?
I can check. I'm pretty sure it's just summon it.
I want to check because I don't remember if it is, but
Yes, concentration.
then roll a con save. If you have Warcaster, do with advantage.
I wish you could like actually get stronger. Like you can get like as you level up, or if you train, you can get more strength.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So you
I'm
dropped
not
the
even
spell.
gonna
I
bother
thought you
re-rolling
could.
on normal dice. I just.
I'm pretty sure you can't.
No, that's what the whatchamacallits are.
Hold on. Let me check.
I thought the modifier after you make it was like stuck as it is, unless you have like a special
Oh, the modifier, yeah,
Oh.
but you can have your
I
or the
base
don't
mod-
think
one.
I
or the
have
flat amount
the
either.
hand thing.
You can increase your stats. At,
Yeah, you
That's
can
what
have
I'm
an
saying.
ability
Like, can you
score for
increase the flat amount or the modifier? Like,
Just the
it's,
flat amount.
it's the flat amount, and it's
How do you do that?
Instead of
Goes
taking
off
a
the
feat,
flat
you take a stat bonus.
ability.
That's how you
Okay,
can
I
like
think I've
spec into
done that,
different
yeah.
subclasses or multi-classes.
I think that's how I have 25 strength, actually.
What?
Maybe.
You should
I
not
think
have-
that's how I have 25 strength.
You shouldn't have 25 strength. That is not a number that's
I
plausible.
have. Yeah, I took what's it called? I took a
Probably
what?
feet.
You have a 20
Yeah,
strength.
well +5 modifier.
Yeah, that's max out.
Yeah.
+5 is max out for base. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, 25 for your base stat? What the fuck? I was like, wow, this guy's crazy. This is clearly not allowed. Anyways. Okay. Orion. You're stunned.
Yep.
How's it feel?
It's
Oh.
it's now
Shocking.
It's now
That was good.
the Tempest's turn, who is going to kind of shake off being, grappled for a moment, kind of cracking his neck a little bit before you watch as he kind of whips his hand to one side and a long strip of electricity forms. And he is going to...
I cannot say that you're on Twitch.
Shit!
I was about to say something really, really bad, but it would have been really
Strip of
fucking funny.
electricity. I'm wondering what. it
Power
is.
word cancel.
He is going to use this as a whip and is going to attempt to... Oh, no, he is going to hit Jabbers because Jabbers can't avoid it because Jabbers is stunned.
Well, isn't that with a disadvantage, or is that a melee weapon?
It is his thing is a dex save. He doesn't have to roll.
You
Well, I
automatically
thought-
fail
I thought if
strength and
somebody-
dex saves.
Yeah,
But I
Jabbers
thought if
fails.
somebody was restrained, or
No, the
thrown,
spell-
that you
the
have
spell was dropped.
disadvantage.
The spell is dropped.
Oh, but then how could he not avoid it?
Restrained, not stunned.
No,
Jabbers
Jabbers
is
is
stunned.
stunned, and you
Oh.
automatically fail strength and dex saves.
Oh, I thought.
And Jabbers is
But I
not
thought it
paralyzed.
was a. Huh.
Oh fuck.
Jabbers is just stacking up things.
Quick question: how long do conditions last?
Your stun
Depends
ended
on
the
the
moment your
condition,
turn
right?
ended. So you're out of stun now.
Oh, I'm not stunned anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not stunned anymore. It was just
Thank
until
God
the
I
end of your
asked.
turn. Yeah.
Thank God I asked.
I would have told you on your next turn you were unstunned.
Jesus.
I should have told you
Jesus.
that sooner. But you
That's
see,
what a
as,
good
as
DM
this
does.
as this whip hits Jabbers, it seems to leave this elf's hand and wrap itself around Jabbers for a moment and hold him in place as he seems to kind of shake uncontrollably and fall backwards onto his back.
I know what spell that is.
And then he is going to attempt 2 lightning bolts. One at Calder and one at Yotan.
Do it!
What are your ACs?
16.
15.
He's going to hit both of you.
Guys, it's okay. I have a cherry berry. Guys, I have a cherry berry. It's okay. I'll get Jabbers.
You have a cherry
Why do
berry?
I have an overriding?
Yes.
you
Bark skin, maybe?
are both going to take...
Is that still on you?
No.
No. You're all
Okay,
both
yeah.
going to take 9 points of lightning.
I was gonna say, why is my AC higher than Jotun's? My AC is 12.
I got bark skin.
Yeah, I was like, you have a boost or something.
I usually have bark skin for you, but I didn't cast it yet.
The 2 of you are going to take 9 points of lightning damage, and I need you both to roll dex save for me real quick. As in addition to him doing this... Actually, no, not both of you. Just Yotan. Yotan, you need to roll dex save.
Oh, L.
Because
ratio.
Calder is not within 20 feet of the Tempest.
10.
10? You are going to take an additional 8 points of lightning damage, which is just 4. So you can tank most of this. You're good.
Yeah, this is...
This is your fight. This is a fight for you.
Yeah, this is like... This is
Just,
so nice to be... It is so nice to be on the other end of this after getting railed by a fire dragon last time.
Angry man punches cloud.
It is Kellick's turn,
Fight of
who
the
is
century.
still paralyzed on the ground. And we go to Jabbers, who is also paralyzed on the ground. Now Yotan! I've incapacitated both of the NPCs.
Is intimidating present... Can you not use that as a bonus action, intimidating presence, or no?
What does it do again? Remind me. I've made this... I need...
What? Bro, I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this.
I need to look back at Yotan's sheet, because I forgot.
Oh my god, bro. I have a Mordekaiser ult. I totally fucking forgot.
You have a what?
I have a Mordekaiser ult.
I forgot about
Oh,
all
it's
the shit we gave.
insane. Holy fuck.
What are you gonna do? The intimidating presence.
Okay, I'm gonna use intimidating presence on him.
It is 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You have just you and me. I forgot about this. Let me double check something. Okay. Had to make sure that...
Bro, this is not even listed anywhere on my spells or anything. This is just underneath the
It's because
description
it's
of
one of your... I didn't know how to make subclasses at
you-
this time. It
says just me or you.
Yeah. Just you and me. And then it's
Just
just
me or
and
you.
Wow. They're different.
Yeah.
This was my first subclass I ever made, by the way, so that's why
This is cool. Yeah.
it's not programmed correctly. It needs to be reprogrammed, but what did he need to roll? Let me see here. A dex save for intimidating presence. What is the dex save? DC plus your strength. 8, 10. Wait. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, he just passes. He barely just passes. Holy shit. I'm sitting here doing the math, and he barely just passes. He winces. When you do this, you see an ever so slight wince on his face, as he is unsure of what the hell you are.
And oh my god, I can use this indefinitely.
The just you and me, which is supposed to be what it is, does have only...
You should rename it to just the 2 of us.
Just the two of us.
Alright, anyway, so I have a bonus attack, so I'm gonna just use an unarmed strike, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that's just. I
Did
gotta
not
roll it
put a...
first.
Oh no. So
Silly.
the just you and me has 2 uses per long rest. That I did nerf.
Where does it say that?
When you click on it, it says it.
Is that just now?
No, it's been there. It's there. I haven't touched anything.
I don't see that.
When you go into your...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I need to fix your thing. I need to go back and fix it, but I have not done it because I've not prioritized it. But yes, roll that attack.
I did. 27.
That's a hit. Roll damage for said attack.
6.
6 points of damage. All right. That's right. Okay. It is now Calder's turn.
Pogue. I will, crack my knuckles and do what every wizard does best.
Cries because his knuckles broke.
Fireball. Yeah. Cry. I will cast
Open a
fire
book.
Where are you putting this fireball?
Up his ass.
centered on him.
Isn't that a deck save?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
He teleports behind you.
Nothing
You
personal.
know, I have
Your
sculpt spell.
10. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I'm
Okay.
evocation specialist because of this.
What does he need to roll? I think he passes regardless.
17 dex save.
He does pass, but the damage still applies. What is the damage?
Damn.
Me when I open the
Shit.
bill.
32.
So 32 is the full, so
so
16.
Half, so 16. Yeah.
I did quick
And
maths.
As my bonus action,
My boner reaction.
my quickened spell
Okay.
and twinned spell and prepare them for
God.
next.
I have so much shit I keep
turn.
on forgetting.
All right. Orion.
So next
Yerp.
turn is about to feel
Your
pain.
turn.
Okay.
How far is he from me?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Actually, he'd be 25-ish because you were just outside of one of his attacks earlier.
Okay. I had a question and now I forgot what my question was. What is my question?
What is your question? I'm dying to know.
When I hit someone with a quote-unquote an attack using a weapon, does that include a ranged weapon or is it only melee?
If it just specifies a weapon, it is any weapon.
Cool.
And then...
I forgot to be rolling. I forgot to be rolling these checks. Oh my god. There's a fucking mechanic I forgot to be using.
I'm going to become a giant.
Yeah.
This is very important. Very important. I'm then going to... Can I shoot him twice with my rifle, or do I not have proficiency for that yet?
You do not... You can shoot him twice, you just don't have the proficiency bonus to your roll.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
no,
do
I'll
you-
just shoot him twice with
the-
my
the-
crossbow.
You would need your bonus action to reload it, because you had to do the reload property of the gun.
But for crossbow expert, I thought
No,
it ignored
no, I'm
that.
talking about for the rifle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do my crossbow so I can shoot him twice.
Okay, shoot him twice. Fire away.
And what was I gonna? I had another fucking. Where is it? Once on each of your turns, one of your attacks. Extra 1d6. Okay. All right.
I
That
forgot
is
about
a
this shit.
25
Okay, that hits.
and a 17.
That hits.
Cool. Now let me roll my d8s. Sadly, neither of those crit. On the first shot, oh god, on the first shot, I'm going to do acid damage.
Okay.
So that's 5. That's 2d6, or it's 5 damage for the shot. And it's 2d6 acid damage, which is a 6. That's 11. Then an extra d6 because of the Giant's Might, which is another 5. So that's 16 damage on the first shot.
Okay.
And then the second shot is a 6.
Okay.
God, there's so much math I have to do.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
All right, you fire
So that's
these
like
these
20 damage overall, I think.
Yes, you fire these shots at him. As the second one strikes him, he lets out this roar of pain, and a lightning bolt seems to come down from the clouds and strike him, almost sparking off him for a moment. Nobody else around him takes damage.
Oh, actually, real fast before I forget. Since I hit him with a weapon, go ahead and do that DC 14 strength save for me.
He fails that, so he is wrapped in fire.
Oh,
but he
and
does.
it's 2d6
you
damage.
notice that some of the damage done to him does seem to disappear after this lightning bolt strikes him.
So can I go ahead and roll damage for that?
Yes.
It's a 2d6. So that's an extra 10 damage.
Extra
But
10
is he
damage.
restrained, or does the lightning bolt?
The lightning bolt doesn't free him. It seems to
Okay.
heal him.
So he is restrained, and he just took 10 points of fire
Yep.
damage.
I just put the math down.
And he
Alright.
takes 2d6 every start of his turn.
Which it's right now.
Oh, cool. Go ahead and roll another 2d6. Unless you want me to wait until he tries to break free.
Do it now, because it is the start of his turn.
That's another 10.
Another 10. Okay. Wow, you are rolling really well with this.
Yes.
He's going to... I need to roll to see if his whip recharged. It did not. Okay. He is going to very angrily kind of look around for a moment. And as he kind of looks in your direction, while still restrained, he seems to teleport in front of you. And he is going to... I'm going to double check a few things real quick. Need to read his stat block and make sure of things. Yes. He is going to attempt to lightning bolt you. What's your AC?
16.
First one is going to hit.
Okay.
The second one hits. The third one misses. You are going to take a number of damage. First one is going to do 10 points of lightning damage. The second will do 9 points of lightning damage. And that's the end of his turn. Kellic, still paralyzed on the ground, shaking. Jabbers is able to get to his feet finally, kind of brushing himself off a little bit. And what is he going to do? What would Jabbers do in a situation like this? How bad does everyone look in health-wise?
I'm
Not
23 out of 93.
Calder?
I'm not awful. I have 29 out of 44, so almost half.
He probably would approach Orion.
Right in front of me.
Actually, no. The Tempest is in front of you. He's going to go towards Calder. He's not going anywhere near this dude.
Wait, the Tempest is in front of me?
The Tempest is standing directly in front of you.
Not the elf?
That's the elf. I'm calling him the Tempest because he's the
Oh,
Tempest
okay, that's
elf.
what I thought.
Yeah, he's the Tempest elf. Calder is going to come behind you, Calder. Jabbers is going to come behind you. Kelly,
I was like, what?
I'm having a stroke myself. He's going to come behind you, and he is going to place a hand on your shoulder and heal you for 10 points of damage. And then he is going to... He's not going to do anything else. That's it. That's all he's got. He doesn't have any bonus actions. I just realized that. Yeah, he's not going to do anything else. So it is Yotan again. He is 20 feet away from you.
I don't know. I would use Intimidating Presence again, I guess.
Okay. So the wisdom save again. He does pass again. This time much better than the first time. Holy shit. He does pass. He is 20 feet from you at the moment.
Alright, can't move, so I guess I'll just...
You can move.
I thought of my bonus action.
No, you have movement, action, bonus action. Those are your 3 stages of your turn.
Okay, then I'll move. Then I'll walk up to him, I guess.
Okay.
Just stroll up to him.
Kind of strolling up behind him because he's kind of got his back to you right now. He's staring Orion in the face.
I'm flipping him off. I'm giving him the bird.
Damn. Really be doing him like that.
What exactly can you do as a bonus action? I know it depends on the character, but like
it's usually there are spells, there are certain actions you can take depending on your class and your race, and then also depending on situations you can be granted certain bonus actions. But this is not really a situation to grant anything special. You can kind of hit someone. It's like kind of a simple hit. Usually you have to do attacks before, but I'm allowing it this time because you're trying to be scary.
I'll just use attack.
A singular unarmed strike.
Misses probably.
What'd you roll?
12.
That does miss. So you do actually you get advantage though. You do have advantage because he is restrained. So you roll that a second time to see if you get anything higher. 12 again. Okay, you don't hit him. You strike at him, and it seems the kind of electric field around him seems to be pushing your hand away. And I need you, Orion, and Calder to roll a dex save for me. Again.
Is this an attack from him?
He is using a legendary action.
Of course he is. Yeah, that's a 5.
13 points of damage.
It's a dirty 20.
30?
13. What do you think? I'm trying to kill you?
Yeah.
What was the other ones?
Dirty 20.
You take 6 points of lightning damage.
I'm gonna continue to flip him off.
As you do. Yotan?
Yes, sir.
Dex save.
Oh, my mistake. Just fail that again, and then just take no damage.
What did you roll? 7. You did fail. So 6 points of damage because you're resistant. Okay. It is now Calder's turn again.
Hoggers. You best believe you know.
As you can see, this guy has a lot of saving throws.
Yep.
That's how he is built. On purpose.
I am going to...
So am I.
Hey, that's a magic caster for you. You either go all saving throws or all direct hits. There's never...
Yeah, we're gonna mix up the damage a little. I'm gonna twin spell. Twin spell.
Yeah.
Trollific. The acid fireball.
Oh.
So cast that twice at a 4th level.
Okay. So he needs to roll...
And then...
Well, he's restrained.
2 dex saves at 17 each.
I think he fails automatically.
You're welcome.
And as my bonus action,
Oh no, he's got disadvantage on deck saves.
because I have Quicken spell, I'm gonna cast my Fireball at the 5th level. So 3 DC 17 dex saves.
That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. Wow, I rolled nothing higher than a 6, and I had disadvantage.
68 plus.
Let's just save the time, because I already know you did way over what health he had left.
Close to 100 damage. It's like 92.
Constitution
damage.
saves everyone.
Why?
Because he produces an explosion of electricity as he is struck one last
This
time.
motherfucker and his explosions. God damn.
I crit failed.
Crit failed.
Ooh. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I got a 19.
That passes.
Let's go, baby. I'm not dying to this explosion.
Pick me up, bro. I got ray gun.
Pick me up, bro.
I have Revivify, and I was just about to do Mass Cure Wounds. I shit you not.
I shit you not. I was about to save us.
I don't need it.
Shit.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I definitely don't need it.
I'm trying to write notes for my character right now, and I'm just like, ugh.
Okay.
You got
Yotan,
this,
what did you roll for con save? No! I clicked on something else. There we go.
I rolled a 20.
A 20. You pass. So you're going to take half as much damage. Calder and Jabbers, you are thrown 40 feet. And you are going to take 31 points of lightning damage.
Dead.
You're unconscious. You're not dead.
Dead.
You're unconscious.
Immediately.
You're unconscious. Jabbers is still up, but he is also stunned from the blast. The rest of you are pushed back 30 feet. You stay on your feet. Kellic getting back to his feet just to be pushed further away. And you will all take... The rest of you take 16 points of lightning damage. Obviously, Yotan, you take 8 because...
Wait, I take how much? 16?
16 because you passed. As...
That's hilarious.
As this blast occurs and pushes you all away, you see floating before you no longer an elf, but instead a... Well, there's only one way to put this. It's a lich now floating before you, lightning staticking off of him, looking over himself for a moment and saying, I guess it was a matter of time before this form withered away. And he looks to those of you that are standing up. And he says, I guess I'll just have to get a new host. And a lightning bolt strikes him and he disappears. Jabbers is going to quickly run over to Calder after he recovers and is going to heal him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get everyone close together. Everyone come together in a 30-foot circle.
So
come on now.
Jabbers is going to heal you for 23 points of
okay.
health before this happens.
Who else is anyone else down?
No. It was only Calder. Kellic...
Also, Tyler, I just want to say, you made me take 16 points of damage. I had 17 points of health left.
That's poggers.
I literally ended the fight with 1 hit point.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
A tough fight for a good session. So you all, what are you doing? Are you healing everyone with mass cure wounds?
Well, I mean, as long as everyone's up.
Everyone is back on their feet. So really, Cowler was the only one down. Kellic was out of the fight most of the time, so he didn't take too much damage. Jabbers took a bit of damage. He's a bit fried, but he's not anywhere close to being down. Calder obviously just got brought back, and Yotan's looking pretty damn good. So,
yeah, I'm also looking pretty damaged.
Well, you can heal yourself. But you notice as this lightning bolt strikes him and he disappears, there's a brief moment the clouds kind of almost stop moving. They almost seem to freeze. And then you see them starting to shift eastward. beginning to kind of
Where
head...
we just came from?
No, not that way. Kind of heading more of a southeastern direction, looking to be more towards the southern part of Almoria. The cloud in itself also seems to shrink in size, as the storm goes from being several miles wide to only about 2 miles wide. You also will note there is no wind that should be moving these clouds. They seem to be going on their own. This cloud is like a UF-fucking-O. But as you all kind of stand about for a moment and kind of recoup from the events of what just occurred, you see some of the townsfolk kind of coming out of their houses, looking around. Some looking at you in astonishment and gratitude as you have essentially banished the thing that had been causing them issues.
And also unleashed a lich.
Well, essentially, the lich was already out. You just took it from its flesh form and put it into its lich form. But, what would you guys all like to do as the townfolk are kind of moving about?
Is there any remains?
No. There is like the suit that he was wearing is in ribbons on the ground. He was just kind of this like skeletal form in like ragged cloths whenever this happened. Like what little was left of his suit was what was on his body, on his skeletal form.
Is he just a skeleton?
That's what a lich is. It's a floating magical skeleton.
Oh, I thought you meant that's left.
No, just like ribbons of this suit that he was wearing.
Gotcha.
The townsfolk though are kind of they're not coming towards you at all, but they are keeping their like distance from the center of the town square, but they are kind of whispering to one another.
I'm so dumb. I have the lucky feet. I always forget this.
You could have rerolled so many times.
I know. Also, I chose to take every single low roll. I was like, karma will pay off, and it did. I mean, don't get me wrong, it did. But you know,
it's an interesting play out when you did that one.
Hey, listen, man. I believe in the universe and the karma.
If someone would like, if you're not doing anything else, roll me a perception check.
I can do it. Well, Jotun's got a good perception, actually.
I'll do it.
If I recall, Jotun's perception is like a +6.
It's plus 10, 17.
You also get advantage.
You do because someone's helping you. I'd like to roll again.
17.
I don't think you need to, but
17
Nice.
again. Okay. Looking
That's
about
so
this crowd, you see most of them looking ecstatic and excited that this threat has left their town. Though you do notice...
So he just like up and left?
He just... Because you destroyed his mortal form. He needs to go get he wants to get a new one, he said. And then he left.
probably all the children he kidnapped.
You have an idea of where he's... You have the direction of where he is going. And you know how to kind of identify where he is. But you do notice one individual in particular who doesn't look thrilled by any means of this. There's a bit of relief on his face. He's kind of sitting in front of the tavern. But he doesn't, unlike the rest of the people, he seems more... It's a different type of relief than like, yay, this threat is gone. It's more of the relief of, I'm no longer tied down to something, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense?
He's no longer tied down. He was probably like someone who was like tasked with taking this down. He was like, nah, I'm good.
And this individual you kind of noticed is
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all are good to continue. Sorry,
Oh.
James is here.
He was
bit.
You see a half-elven man, kind of he's in somewhat nicer garb than everyone else in this town. Kind of these, like, I wouldn't say luxurious robes by any means, but they're definitely of a higher price, or a higher value robes, more kind of finer silks or linens or whatever you would make a cloak out of. I don't know. I don't do clothes. And he does kind of stick out like a sore thumb. He definitely seems to be someone of some stature. Whether that stature matters within this town or not, you don't know, but he definitely does stick out.
Okay, this is gonna be like a weird question. Does he look like the elf we just fought?
No. He's half-elven, by the way, not an elf. You can tell he's a half-elf. He looks... He looks to probably be in his, like, mid-20s. And he, like, looking at him, he doesn't look like the kind of person that actually would be of a higher stature. Like, his actual, like, appearance, other than the clothing he's wearing, he doesn't match someone that would be of rich blood. It seems that he's acquired money in other ways. If he acquired money and didn't steal the clothes that he's wearing.
Hey man, good for him. I respect the hustle.
What would you guys like to do?
I guess we'll address the town people and just let them know that the eternal rain cloud is no longer.
Okay, and as you kind of say this, most of the people within the town kind of let out a cheer. Many of them kind of excitedly talking between each other. Several people actually heading towards the tavern. This man he's kind of lingering off to the side of the tavern. He's kind of watching you all a little bit, as well as watching, like, the townsfolk, and then, like, on occasion looking over towards the direction of where the cloud is headed.
I'm gonna approach him.
Okay. What would you like to say as you approach him? Because he's kind of just standing there, like, hands in his pocket, kind of.
You seem troubled about the end of that fight. I get it. I know we don't look it, are professionals, so we are going to pursue very quickly afterwards. You have any information that may help us, it is appreciated.
I hate that you said that.
What?
I hate that you said that. too.
Said what?
I know it doesn't look like it, but we are professionals. Like,
We are
Roll
professionals.
me a persuasion check with a D10 added to it.
This motherfucker.
He's eating beans.
That's a 14?
14. Okay. He kind of ponders for a moment, just says, all I know is he's probably heading towards Redford. That's where I'd heard he'd been sending people that he was collecting. You see, as he kind of says this, like, he's definitely showing like a nervous posture about this information.
Very interesting.
What are you fucking doing? Okay.
Go ahead and make a DC 16 wisdom check, my guy.
He's a commoner. He failed.
Fucking go. All right. I have one question I can ask him because I got a fucking 11.
I'm gonna say, show me what secrets. I'm using my mirror, by the way. Show me what secrets he might be hiding.
You see within the mirror him taking a gold pouch from a very well-dressed elven man floating above the ground. and then handing them a parchment that looks to have names written upon it.
By the way, I'm still large because I use Giant's Might. I think that's still attached. How long does that last? I mean, it's right after the fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab him by his lapels,
Okay. Grapple check.
and I'm just gonna.
Because he probably will struggle. By the way, all of his rolls are raw. There's no modifier added. It is just a raw d20, whatever he rolls against you.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm also large, so I think he fails this check.
You get advantage because you're large, I think.
Oh, am I rolling to grapple him?
Yes.
Is that athletics?
Yes.
An 8?
He slips out of your grip,
Back.
and he does turn to run. I'm going to roll something real quick.
Oh, is he gonna run?
He is turning
hope
to
he
run.
runs. I hope he runs.
That's the wrong button. He is struck in the back with a glaive flying past you.
Is he hit to the ground? Or dead?
Kellick's blade pierces his back and pins him to the ground. As
I'm gonna-
Kellick proceeded to javelin throw his glaive into the man.
I'm gonna go ahead and put one foot on his head and then crouch down and be like, so why don't you tell me what was on that parchment you gave him?
He gasps a little bit from, being pierced with a glaive, spitting up quite a bit of blood, and he just says, I wasn't proud of what I did. It was a list of people he wanted, the people he wanted to capture. He had me.
I'm gonna
look
go
into them
ahead
first.
and he heals 5 health.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and give me them names?
As Kellick kind of comes over and essentially tears his glaive out, not even nicely, just tears it out because he seems a little irritated. The man slowly kind of sitting up. Are you going to give him something, or he kind of
he's gonna tell me.
He makes a gesture of like writing it down.
Then we will get him a piece of parchment. I still have the bounty letter, so we could use the back of that.
I will say Jabbers would probably step forward and hand a parchment with a pen. Kind of an inkwell and a feather. Actually, he would just pluck his own feather because that's what he's been doing. He would pull out inkwell and pull one of his own feathers from his arm and kind of offered it to the man. The advantage of being a bird. You always have an ink pen nearby.
Unless you want to fly.
Now, if you use the feathers on your arms, you don't have to use the wing ones.
True.
But the man jots down a short list. It's about 6 or 7 names. Actually, about 7 names. You do also notice that he marks next to 3 of them. He puts kind of an X next to it. And as he kind of hands you the parchment, he just says, those are the only ones he's taken. The others are still in town.
So it's 6 names, 3 of them are taken?
7 names, 3 are taken.
Okay. So there's 4 left in town.
Yes.
So he paid you off so he could steal people. And now it's your fault that my friend over there almost fucking died, and these 3 people have gotten taken. I hope that blood money was worth it. I hope you sleep at night.
You're just gonna walk away after saying that?
I'm gonna kick dirt in his face.
He kind of coughs heavily as you walk past Kellett, sliding his glaive against the ground in front of him, like growling, before just kind of turning his attention away from him and following you. Jabber's not really saying anything, just kind of looking at the man with a bit of disdain and continues to walk. Anyone else doing anything as you pass this dude who's like pressed against one of the buildings right now, bleeding still?
I mean, I've just been chilling.
Okay.
Just like following
Nursing your
I'm
wounds.
Still, yeah, I'm still a little bit recovering.
So you all regroup in front of the tavern, leaving this man in the essentially the alleyway next to the tavern. Orion, you did notice a few people gave you and Kellic a few odd looks, considering they don't know the context of what happened and the fact that Kellic straight up in a crowd of people threw a glaive like a javelin.
We also just saved the town, so I don't give a fuck what they say.
That's why they're not questioning it. They're letting it happen because you just saved all of them.
They just watched us take on a fucking lightning demigod. I don't think
They're also afraid that if they were to try, some are probably afraid if they were to try to stop you, they would also get a glaive through the back. So
Like under new management.
Kellic kind of helped you serve an example.
It'd be worse if it was Jotun, because I think I'm not intimidating at all.
Kellic's really not that intimidating either. It was just the act of throwing a glaive as a javelin is pretty scary for most people, especially the commoners. Though, what would you all like to do as the day begins to come to a close? The sun is slowly setting, the sky clear of any storm.
Rest.
Okay.
I'm still low on health.
Okay. Are you guys just going into the tavern and like finding a place to sleep and sleeping, or do you guys want to do any interactions within the tavern?
I mean, I need to find a place to sleep. I am like out of spell slots, out of everything.
Okay.
I still have a decent amount of spell slots, surprisingly.
You really only did use your crossbow. You didn't really use your spells.
No, I used my spells. It was mostly just a lot of like, what did I do? I did Scorching Ray, Erupting Earth.
Oh well, I guess you did. You used them all against. Oh no, yeah. Never mind.
Against him? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't do a spell to him. It was the living lightning bolts that you did.
I thought about it, but fortunately,
Well, that fight went a lot better than I suspected because he was meant for a lot lower of a level of a party, and I beefed him up a little bit just before the session. So, just a little bit. Just
he was meant for a lower level party, and 2 of us almost died.
He had the damage I increased. I increased his damage. His HP was the same. But you all find yourselves places to rest that night. Jabbers and Kellic seeming to join you later in the night as Kellic convinces Jabbers to do a little entertaining within the tavern. And you kind of get the sense that he's trying to feed this hero image as much as possible. Even though he didn't do anything that fight, he's still trying to feed it. that idea that he's going to be one of the heroes of Almoria. By the way, I don't know if you guys ever caught this. Kellic's like 18 years old. Like he is just getting into adulthood. I don't know if you guys ever caught that.
Kellic the Conqueror.
Yes.
That's what I said the last time. I said
Kellic.
someone did Ode to Kellic the Conqueror.
Ode to Kellic the Conqueror. That's
awesome. The song Jabber plays.
Yes, that's the one. And while he's playing it, Kellic is doing tricks with his glaive. that's the whole thing.
And everyone's in the corner of the room like, oh my god!
That glaive has a 10-foot reach.
He also just impaled someone with it. Yeah,
they're avoiding that glaive at all cost. It is still sharp as it was, though, because it is enchanted, so like it doesn't dull in any kind of way. But you all rest. Take your long rest as you do, regaining all of your spell slots and your health. And as you wake up the next morning, you do find Jabbers is already kind of in the main tavern area when you guys wake up. Kellic seemingly not to be anywhere to be found when you initially come out. You don't know where he is at the moment. You all kind of end up coming down into the tavern itself, though, all about the same time. There are a few people that look to have fallen asleep within the tavern and just kind of were never moved from their spots from drinking too much. And there are a few that are coming in early in the morning to get their morning meal in. This is your RP time.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna grab me some grub.
Okay. And I'll make this note too. I didn't make it before. You're not being charged for anything right now.
I mean, I'll pay.
Yeah, they are.
Powder will.
They are just kind of giving you stuff at the moment. You saved their town. It's the least they can do.
I mean, is this out of reverence or is this out of fear? Let's be honest.
Yeah, everyone's like kind of side-eyeing Kellic right now. Like, what's he gonna do?
Kellic's not in the room.
They noticed.
So they're
they
a
noticed
lot
the
more
bird.
composed.
They noticed the bird that
Cat.
interrogated that man is now much smaller, and they're like, "Huh."
Why do you keep farting, cat? Please. She stinks.
I will be
so
right back.
bad. God.
As
Sorry.
you all kind of enter the tavern, though, and begin to get your meals and stuff, you do see as you kind of were you getting your things and like going to, are you joining Jabbers for breakfast? Because he's kind of sitting at a table with like a plate next to him. Yeah.
We're
You
joining.
see he seems to be looking at like a map. He has a map in front of him and a book, as well as a few, well, you would recognize him as the there's a few of the Galnova's coins in front of him, the enchanted coins.
The glyph coins.
The glyph coins. Yeah, he's got a few of them in front of him. And you do recognize them. He has, in front of him, there are 2 Beacon of Hopes that are laid out and 3 fireballs that are sitting in front of him. And he seems to be kind of shifting them around in front of him as he's, like, jotting stuff down in this notebook. And as you kind of get closer and, like, sit down, you can read what's in the notebook. It makes no sense to you.
Thieves can't.
It's
probably.
Thieves Can't. It is written in some... Like, the words make sense. 100%. You have no idea what they mean in the pattern they are in. And he is just writing stuff down within this notebook as he's kind of looking at the map. And you do notice on the map as well, he seems to have... Like, you see this map looks to be fairly worn. And looks to have probably been given to him by, you would assume, Titus.
Mm-hmm.
As there are several points on the map that look to have... There's a bit of scrolling in Draconic that looks to be from Titus.
Yeah.
Kind of like a legend showing various points in the map, 2 of which you do identify as Zeldrif and Agrog's towers that he has marked. There's also a few notes, and this map kind of takes into account Almoria, the Outlands, and Gorgamoth. You do see quite a bit of notes around Gorgamoth, and there's a few in the that have been taken in the Outlands as well. Essentially, what you can see from the ones in Gorgamoth, it should be avoided at all cost. These notes talk.
Suffering,
These notes talk of horrors beyond your greatest fears, entities that are believed that they could combat the gods. There are talks of war and human sacrifice and all these other things that's just like, do not go here. In the Outlands, however, there are a few spots marked that seem to talk about traces of ancient arcane, as well as places that possibly have hidden artifacts. One of which there is a mentioning of a lightning rod that was created by the god known as Fluke, which is the god. Let me double check. Let me give you the exact thing. The god who controls the flow of the universe, ocean, weather, and magic. Thank you for that crinkling noise.
Sorry.
That was me. I was also gonna make up a snack. I was like, oh god.
Wait, we fought a god.
Cat.
No,
What do you want?
this is the goddess separately mentioned within this map. You do also notice that there's a few notes that are written by jabbers within this thing, also which are written in Thieves' Cant, as that seems to be his chosen language right now of writing in. And some of these notes, you notice there's a note that sits next to Redford, the town that you were told about the day before, as well as a note next to Greyborough, which actually is the only thing that's probably written that isn't in Thieves' Cant. It isn't common. And it reads, need to check what has happened. And then there's like a little star next to it that he's kind of put in ink next to this part of the map. Everything else, though, you are unable to kind of make out other than the stuff that was already written by Titus, who was the original owner of the map. And as you all kind of like join him at jabbers at this table, he doesn't seem to pay any of you any mind while he's kind of going over this map and kind of taking notes in the notebook that's beside him. He does, however, as you guys kind of sit down, begin to collect the glyph coins that he had on the table and kind of slide them back into a pouch on his waist. Is there any RP anyone would like to do as Jabbers is jotting stuff down in a notebook and looking at a map covered in notes?
I'll ask him about some of the Outlands relics that he has down there. Just if he knows of any that might pique some of our interests.
What Titus told me, well, at least about this one, he kind of points to where the lightning rod notes are. This is the only one that he had any information on. However, he believes someone has taken it recently due to the fluctuations changing in that area when he checked. I'm not entirely sure what has happened. The other ones, and he points to the city of Mirage and the city of Pearl Bay and of Rapture. Those are the three cities he points to. And he says these three, he mentioned, may not be specifically relics, but something else, something of odd arcade nature, but he doesn't have all that much information because he hasn't been able to travel down that way yet. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Well, we'll keep note on that if we're ever down south, so.
And kind of nods and kind of takes the inkwell that he has and kind of corks it, slides it back into his bag, letting the ink dry for a second. The notebook that he has before he closes it and slides that back in his bag as well, keeping the map out for a moment. He kind of looks it over, and he kind of turns to all of you and kind of points. He says, I'm assuming you all want to go to Redford as well to try to stop this thing, right?
Well,
Okay, yes.
we do require a head still, and I don't think that explosion left anything for us to return with.
I would have to agree on that. I'm just
This is a random question. Are there newspapers?
Not here.
Okay, never mind.
In a town like this, because it's more of like your traditional like medieval village where it's like there's not really any technology. It's more of like parchments, or like if there's like a bounty board, it's like someone drew a picture on a piece of parchment, wrote some stuff down, and put it on the board.
Wanted.
Yeah. Like simple, nice handwriting that says wanted and a really scruffy looking image of something or someone. Now, Grandhelm and like Greyborough, yes, they would have newspapers. Because they have the resources for such things. But, and as you all, he kind of he nods and he says, as much as I'd love to avoid another fight with whatever that was, I'd rather us end this instead of let someone else fall to it.
That's very heroic. I just kind of want to see how it became a lich. That power always was kept secret and under wraps in the college that I was from. So, investigating his area will always give us some plans, give us some insight on what his plans or its plans is. But I wouldn't mind picking up a little bit of side knowledge while we're there. So, what was it again? Red something?
Red Ford.
Borough? Red Ford? Alright.
South of Red Hill. The reason they're called that is the areas, and you would have known this, they are known for the kind of red clay that's in the area. So they've kind of just took on those names. Red Ford is also on the edge of the Outlands, so the clay and the sand mix, and that's why they called themselves Red Ford. And they're also built like a fort, because it's big walls around the city to protect against raiders. So, okay. So your plan is to go to Red Ford.
Yep.
All right, and as you guys all kind of finish breakfast, as Jabbers kind of closes up this map, you hear the sound of Kellic kind of barging in through the front doors. There seems to be a confidence to him right now, as it seems to have been growing, as you've noticed over time, that he's a little big for his britches at the moment. But he kind of comes in, he sees all of you, and kind of comes over and he says, I just got the cart ready, so whenever we're ready to leave, we can go hunt down that lich. He kind of like slams his fist into his hand, kind of ready for battle.
Alright, yeah. Well, let's get to it, I guess.
He gives you kind of a grin and like kind of leads the way back out to the cart. You see right out front, you see Doug standing there waiting to be told to move the cart along. The cart fully packed and ready to go. You do also notice that there has been a few reserves added to the cart. There seems to be 2 barrels that appear to be filled with water, as well as a 3rd barrel that has rations within it. You don't know where he got these. You just know that they're there now.
Okay.
And he kind of takes his place behind the reins once more, kind of positioning himself at the top of the cart. The rest of you kind of climbing in before he begins to lead you all out of Wooddale. And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Dang, early end.
Early end. This was a quick one. I'm gonna make a note.
Did you expect me to deal all that damage? Is what I'm gonna ask. Hey, get down from there. Jesus.
It was a thought. It was definitely an afterthought. But
you're like, damn, I forgot. We
were at the point in the fight, anyways, that I was like, he has to die. We've been through 4 rounds of combat. It's time to die.
The real question is, if Powder hit him with Disintegrate, does the Lich still happen?
The Lich would still happen because you would have destroyed the flesh.
Not the phylactery.
The phylacterum, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called.
Essentially,
The real question is, did we level up?
I will say yes. Oh my god. There's a reason for this. I have a 5-step plan.
5 levels!
HP.
No,
I have exactly 100 HP.
Here, let me put it this way for you. I have a plan, and when my plan comes to fruition,
We're all dead.
I am allowed to release the 9 hells. But No.
I get 4th level spells now.
I get 7th level spells now.
Oh shit! Do I need to make a new
Wait,
list?
what spells did I get?
Yeah, you
Did I give you a list yet? Let me double check.
You didn't.
I will make a list, and I
You're
will make it.
sussy bossy.
I will make it in a minute. Anyways, for those who are watching or will be watching in the future, we hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed what you have heard here tonight and would like to catch on future sessions, follow the Twitch, join the Discord, or follow us on Twitter for updates whenever we are going live or when we do go live. And to catch up on previous episodes, go check out the YouTube page where we have a well-curated list of playlists just for you to be able to catch up from the beginning to current or to the end, depending on if the campaign is over or not. So, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope to see you in the next one. Peace.